Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel and the live chat today. It should be a great one. I've got loads of things to chat about, got loads of people coming up. So yeah, it should be a great one. So how's everyone been? Please leave a comment in the chat and yeah, I'll get round to him now and show who's in the chat. So let's see. The first one in is Matt L, followed by Twig Jr., followed by the Urban Legend, followed by Luke White, then LK Computers. Yep. There's a few in Matt L, yeah, I've said that. Metal Detector UK, hello and welcome in. If you scroll through the chats there, you should be able to find the link. Just click on the link, you'll be able to come in. If you can't find it, oh, I can't see it. Right, what I'll do, I'll post it again now then. Paste. Send. Right, no worries. So that's one of the guests coming up tonight. Just going through the comments there. Gives a few seconds so you know it is when it starts. Hello wee man, what's world? Nice of you to join us in that. Yeah, been a crazy weekend this weekend. Let's see who else is in. We do have the metal detectors on screen at the moment. I'll let them in a minute. Also, we've got Ricky Well-Lock in tonight. Got Exploring with Carl in tonight. We have also got the Secret Vault coming in later, he said. He might show his face. Oh, speak of the devil, there he is. Can I just say hello to, oh, it's nearly disappeared then, Joe. And also John Fart, nice of you to join us. Let's introduce an old face at first, if that's okay. Or not an old face, but he's been on the show before, so let's add him to the stream. He's called Ricky Well-Lock. Hello, Ricky, you all right? Don't know if we can hear us. You there?
Hi, Will. You okay?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, you've got sound.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no problem. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah. It's absolutely fine, sir.
Yeah, no worries. Right, I'm going to introduce me next couple in. They're a couple. If you haven't heard of them, they're called Treasure Metal Detectors UK. Welcome in. And if I got your name wrong, I always get names wrong, so that's just me. Right, let's get this a bit better.
So we always get names wrong as well.
Yeah. It's Treasure Bandit, Metal Detector UK.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right,
You heard it from
Jamie.
the horse's mouth there.
Yeah. No, I'm Rachel. That's Jamie.
Just let's get you on full screen so you can talk about your channel and what you do.
Well, basically, we're a metal detecting couple, and what we do is we work with archaeologists, and we go out hunting for precious finds, archaeology, artifacts, coins, history, and then we are.
Can I just ask you, have you got your YouTube channel in the background there somewhere?
No.
Have you got anything else turned on in the background?
Only my
Saying
phone.
got the echo. Can you turn that off or the sound off or something, please?
Well, I've got the sound off. Only my phone. Is that better?
They'll tell me in the chat in a minute.
No, it's because Rachel's phone's right next to the laptop.
That might be better.
That's a first for her to be wrong.
Is that working? Is that better?
Is that better?
They'll tell us in a minute. There's like a little delay on the StreamYard. So hopefully.
Cool.
Mute. Right, mute you, Rick. See what happens now.
All these technical issues, eh?
Yeah, get them all the time.
It sounds like it's Rick for some reason. That's a shame. 1 minute, I'll mute him. Go on, Ricky, what did you say there?
Why is it always me who's causing the problems?
You got to blame someone.
Yeah.
You can blame her.
Basically, we need him up to talk about what happened this weekend. It was a bit of a chaotic. We'll talk about that later when the next person comes up, who was there as well. So hopefully, yeah, try and keep the echo down, see if that helps anymore. We've got a few more people in. Let's see. Hello. That's a new one to my channel. So it's this one.
Oh, Oracles and Beyond. We know you.
We know you.
Hello.
Yes.
And if you don't shout your name out, it's because I'm dyslexic,
Is
so
it
I'm not
better?
great with names.
Amy dyslexic as
I'm-
well, so
I'm
we
the same,
completely
mate.
understand.
When she disappears, I dread it.
Right, I've just muted Rick, see whether that's Rick. Is that better? Hello? Right, Rick, I think it's something to do with you.
Yeah, go to the naughty corner.
I'm just going to double check. I definitely don't think so. We're only on StreamYard on here. So,
Adsy just came in as well. They're just getting a few people in and everything. Sorry, do you want to talk about your channel again and tell everyone what you do? And yeah, no, there's no echo.
Yeah, sure. Basically, we're metal detectors geeks, as some people might say. And we go out getting permissions in the UK, looking for land so we can find some treasure. Basically, medieval, Roman, anything like that that we can try and save before they build basically on the land and build houses and it lasts forever. So basically, it falls down to what we really do. Not much as we belong to a club.
Yeah.
And we work with archaeologists as well and do bits and bobs for them. So
yeah, we keep getting asked, is our club a bit like the Detectorists, if you've ever seen the TV series?
It's funny. It's a funny club.
It can be quite like it sometimes,
Yeah, it
but
can be quite like
it's full of the older generation.
Yeah.
But they are really funny.
But the
So
good
we
thing
have a
is
lot.
there is a hell of a lot of new generation who are actually
youngsters
picking up
coming
the
into
hobby
it.
now. So it's when was it you're talking about 10 years ago, it was such a small number of people that were doing it, but now it's just
I think we had
gone
about
boom and it's worldwide.
40 million people
40 million people
worldwide that do it. So yeah, it's
That's a
growing
lot.
and growing.
Yeah.
But a lot of youngsters, like 10 years old, are getting into it and being really lucky and going out and finding like sacks and gold. And
there's even
some
youngsters
amazing
actually doing
finds, so,
YouTube videos at the age of 9 10 years old, and they're really good channels.
Speaking to one of my neighbours before about my channel and my live streams and stuff, and basically they turned around and says, mentioned user coming on and said, "Oh, we've got a metal detector. You can take it out one day if you want to use it." So I'll probably have a dab at that as well.
Give it a go.
Don't do it.
A lot of people don't
do
realise. They think, it is a bit boring. You're just out and you're digging. And I got my son to do it a few times, and he definitely wasn't into metal detecting. But then when he got the beep, and he was like, "Oh, what is it? What is it?" And then digs it up. He was like, "Oh, I see why you do it now."
Yeah, it is that. It's that buzz.
Yeah.
Buzz, not knowing what you're digging up, and you could suddenly turn the clog over, and you can see this gold just staring at you.
Yeah.
And it's not just any old gold. It's something like it's been in there for thousands of years.
And then it's trying to sort of like work out what was going on the land, to maybe there was a reason why these things are there, or you kind of imagine the last person who might have dropped it and what they were doing. So yeah,
in my teenage years, I used to hate history at school. used to hate it.
Mm.
But
Same.
it's like with the metal detecting, it's like, well, I don't need to go to school. You learn so much about your country just through metal detecting.
Yeah. So we did have a message from one of our friends on here that asked
Dougal.
us. Yeah, Dougal's gone digging.
Yeah,
so here's
Dougal's
another fellow metal detectorist.
Another geek metal detectorist.
Yeah, from Scotland. And he asked us what our most memorable metal detecting time was together.
Oh, it's got to be that ring, isn't it?
The gold ring I found.
The gold ring. I'm not going to even mention the chrome belt, the prank, because that's just recent.
Yeah, we do like to have a bit of a laugh, us two, on our videos. So I did prank him quite recently on one.
Yeah, I did actually see that one. Yeah, that's funny. That.
Yeah, we
He's
do.
got to get me back now.
We're serious about the hobby.
Yeah.
In some parts, you have to be serious, but we try and bring some of the fun factor into it as well. So it's
got to make it a bit entertaining
for you guys to actually watch and just see someone digging a hole and pulling out. It's like digging a hole, pull it out, and trying to explain what it is as well on camera, and then just winding each other up what we got.
We always like winding each other up.
Yeah, that's what got me to your channel. I don't know what it was, but some live streamer caught where you're having one or too many beers, and the banter between you is just so funny. And it got me hooked on your channel then, basically.
Each other really well, don't we?
Yeah, we love winding each other up. And it's all in jest, but,
it looks serious. It looks like we're going to break up or something, but it's not.
No, it's great fun.
I like that.
Yeah. Right, let's see if Ricky's any better now. He's got his earphones in, I think. Is that any better? Let's soon find out if we get an echo back or not. Oh, we've missed someone. Hello, Luke. Living up urban. So basically, what you do is explore the ground and stuff like we do. We explore places, and you do the same thing, but underground. But saying that, we do underground as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did speak to you a few months ago about this coin that I found in a railway tunnel. Not released the video yet, and I'll let you know when I'm going to release it. So that might be an interesting one for you.
Yeah.
I actually didn't find it. My son found it. Believe it or not.
An eyes only find.
Does he get to keep it?
Well, I've got it at the moment. I'm thinking of just let's get someone else up there. I'm thinking of doing a little competition. So if anyone recognises the coin, they might be able to win it, depending on the value of the coin. That is, because I'm not going to give a coin that's a £1 million. Pardon?
Was it an eyes only?
Was it just on the surface in the tunnel? Or do
Basically, but it had a load of calcite and everything over it, so it's been there for a while.
Oh, sounds
Do you know what type of metal it is?
I know what coin it is, so I'm not saying.
Keeping it hush hush. Don't give me any clues.
At the moment, no.
I found a hammered on Sunday.
Yeah,
that was a good find.
Yeah,
nice
okay.
Silver one. It was Henry II.
Henry II. Yeah, that would be
pretty
about
old. So
1200
century.
century.
Yeah. So nice old one.
So.
Just let's try that. Do you want to speak, Ricky? See whether any better. Oh, he's gone. Right. Hide him for a minute. Oops. No, wrong one. What have I done?
I'm wrong.
Tell you what. Yeah, just leave it like that for a minute. Because everyone knows what I look like. No one knows what you look like.
So
we just got to stare at ourselves.
Yeah, that's it. I put you right on the spot there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're used to it. Yeah.
Exploring with Tim there as well. John Bingles came in as well. Thank you for everyone coming in. Today we've got these nice couple in. Oh, Ricky Welllock's having issues with his Wi-Fi. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Don't matter. We'll have to just work around it.
Actually, we haven't had our booster come through yet.
No. Where was the last place that you went out then? Where did you go visiting?
The last place was a police station, but on that day we went underground, and then we went from underground to a farmhouse, from a farmhouse to an old military airfield, and from there we went to the police station. Yeah, so we went quite a few. But the one at the beginning, what I said, was a crazy one. And that's why I wanted Ricky up with us and Exploring Carl. Carl's not here till 9:30. You're right, Flex. Not here till 9:30. So that's why I was trying to keep Ricky in the chat and get Carl up at once so we can all chat about it. We'll speak to it, tell you a bit more about it later. Just let's get Flex Exploring in. See, I'm hopeless with names, so like I say, it's not just your names.
I'm good with numbers, but I'm hopeless with names.
Flex Urban Exploring.
Yeah, that's the one.
Everyone says that wrong. How's it going?
All right, not too bad. I take it you heard what I've just been saying about weekend?
No.
No. Oh, it's been a busy one. Basically, we met up at 10 o'clock to go underground. Went down underground. It turned out, yeah, I'll tell you later, a bit more about that later. After that, we found an old farmyard, and we went in there and recorded that. After that, we went to an old military base airfield. Didn't record much there, so we didn't. Then after that, we went to a police station, and also we done a train tunnel again called Micklehurst Loop, the one where the fire ducts used to come out of near Staley Bridge. So it's
Is this
5
all in the
places.
same area?
Pardon?
Is this all in the same area?
No, it's all in Manchester-ish. Well, Greater Manchester-ish. We've done it all in a day, believe it or not. 5 areas. Right. Yeah. And one of them we were lucky to get out with our lives. So, yeah, talk about that in a little while.
This is why going underground is quite sketchy.
Yeah, certainly is, but it gets your adrenaline going when things like that happen.
Definitely, yeah. I was trapped underground with fighters a couple of years ago. We were trapped for about 4 hours, so that wasn't the best of things. But I know what you're saying. It was exciting. It was nice to get down there, but when you're faced with the fact of, oh, you might not get out, it's kind of like, oh, was this worth it? But it kind of is in the end.
Yeah. There was a few of us that went down. Like I say, there's me, Ricky Welllock, and Exploring Carl. Pardon me. Can I just say hello to Urban Lad Yorkshire? Let him in the chat as well. You right, bro? How's it going?
Everybody?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello.
I'm living the dream.
Where are you today then?
North Wealdon Airfield.
Is that disused?
No, it's been used, mate. I'm outside control tower. I can see him through window. Blokes there waving at me.
Well, you'll get a good night kit then, will you?
I'm parked up in my truck outside because I know there's 24-hour security on there and no one will break into my stuff and nick my gear, you see.
Yeah, cool. You've got to do things like that when you're doing your job, haven't you?
I've just put 700 quid worth of diesel in, so I don't want no one taking it, you know what I mean?
Running out on the diesels on the motorway. Yeah, that'll be bad.
Yeah.
If you don't know, this is another exploring guy called Urban Lad Yorkshire. He drives a wagon for his living, and that's where he is at the moment. He usually camps out overnight in his wagon while work. So
I start on Sunday tea time and finish on Friday tea time.
yeah.
that whole time in your van overnight?
So you're basically like a truck driver.
It's not a van. It's not a van.
Well,
It's a
Big
truck.
Arctic.
I drive, truck. I have a Tassimo coffee machine and a microwave oven and a George Formby grill in my truck.
Yeah,
Big truck then.
Big truck
Big truck
driver.
driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, big truck driver.
It's
Yeah.
a big truck. Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah. Listen, I'm a big lad. I don't go small. You've got to go big or go home.
You got the
know
big,
what I'm saying?
your big old.
Yeah, like you know what I mean.
Yeah. Good news about that video though. Sunday, I've started editing it and it's 99% done. I had to upload it to YouTube before, and it was uploading, and everyone, all my subscribers could have seen it, and when it wasn't supposed to go live because it weren't fully edited at the time, so I had to put it up on YouTube to get some more storage on my laptop basically to re-edit it. But when I've done that, I noticed it was going up public instead of private. So yeah, panic stations, they have to stop that. So it's 99% done. It should be done ready for tomorrow. I don't know whether to release it tomorrow or at the weekend. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just deciding on that.
I'd just wait for it to be fully ready first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether
like-
to. I don't know whether to, it's like done now. It's a finished film, but don't know whether to do a voiceover explaining my thoughts of what's going on through while I was there and what's going on, and I don't know.
Does the video explain what happened at any given moment? So when the viewer's watching it, does it pretty much explain itself?
Yeah, but you don't put like what's going through my mind.
Trust me, if you're watching it and it's to the point where you're nearly dying, you don't need a voiceover. You'll be able to. Honestly, the viewer will be like, "I know how you feel."
If you do the sound effects like the screaming and that might work.
Yeah.
Don't need screaming. They're screaming in there.
Oh, there you go. It's as he says, it pays for itself. We know your faults.
Right. Like I say, I don't want to speak too much into that till we get a few more people in who's been there with us. But
Hello, everybody in the chat. By the way, there's a few people saying hello, so I'm just hello.
I can't see comments.
I'll try and get them up.
There's a thing outside and it says private chat and comments. If you click the comments thing, it should bring them up outside.
Are you on a
Are you on your
laptop
phone
or?
or on a laptop?
I'm on my phone. Laptop's useless.
I'm
Yeah,
going to say
you
you
won't
might
see
not
them
see
then.
them on your phone. Then I've never done it on a phone.
No, you won't be able to see them. Not on the phone.
Right. It'll be all right. If anyone's saying hello.
If anybody, I'll what we call it. Yeah, bloody truck drivers, Matt. I've just watched your last video, Mr. Secret Vault, and that saying all truck drivers are fat bar stewards. And I am fat, but I don't work behind the bar.
Yeah. No worries. Do you want to come up, Matt? At the moment, you can do. Because one or two was having technical problems.
Oh my God, I'm fat and I'm a truck driver. I'm like, oh no, please.
I'll tell you
We're getting some right shit off him.
I thought Twig was meant to be coming up because he's the other half of my channel, but he's not here.
I believe he's in here somewhere. Twig Junior is.
No, we want Big Twig, Major Twig.
Yeah. Matt can't come up at the moment. No worries. Suppose when he can, he can. And if he can't, he can't. All the best. Stay safe. It's hard to stay safe sometimes, you know.
Finest.
Can I just get
So good.
Oh, is Oxford in as well? I missed that one. Where is it?
Finest is in, yeah, it's further up, yeah.
That's it. Oh, your cute face.
Oh, there he is. Hello, Oxford's finest. Explorer, welcome. And the Manx in as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep up with all these coming in, everyone.
No,
Barry Little.
It's quite fast,
Hello,
isn't it,
Barry
really,
Little.
watching them all.
What you say there, Urban?
I said it's quite fast. Is the chat? You know what I mean? It's when we're chatting as a group, to keep control of the chat is quite difficult. What you
Yeah.
need is a secretary
When you need glasses.
That's
with
it.
big boobs, or just a
That's why we
secretary
got-
will do. You know what I mean? They don't have to-
That's why we got mods. That's what mods do. Mods are the best at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
The
a
mods
mod,
are
but I'm
better.
on here, so I can't do that.
Well, exactly.
No.
Well, the mods are better than us. I mean, especially when I go live, my mods are
Yeah.
better than me at looking at the comments because I can't keep up
Yeah.
with them. The mods are on it.
Yeah, we've
That's
got
it. It's very hard.
Oh, they keep control of things.
Is that
Yeah.
that is it? Tracy, she's a good mod. She's well on top of everything, man. She's like that. She's like, I've seen it.
Girls are better.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
We love the power.
Instantly.
We do like the power. I just got
Hey, Flex, I believe you got a new channel out, haven't you? And what's it called?
Well-
Get you on screen so you can talk. And what
Hello.
is it about?
Well, it's called Wheel Nuts with a Z, and it's basically it's about cars, reviewing cars, going into detail on how components work, taking cars to new limits. But we are doing it with a bit of a twist. We are going to buy certain cars, and we're going to then put them through paces. But we are going to have hidden cameras in certain places to see how different components of the car copes with that stress, and to show people what the car goes through while it's doing that. But just mostly it's about cars, and me and Twig are very car orientated, and Twig probably a little bit more than me. So, but yeah, it's about cars really.
Yeah, no worries. You seen a picture of my car, haven't you? That Nova. It looks a bit poorly.
I thought it was a Corsa you had.
Oh, don't insult me there. Don't insult me.
I had a Corsa. Nothing wrong with a Corsa.
Nah, they're too round, them things.
Nothing wrong with
I haven't got one now. I've gone back to Ford.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a Corsa if it's done properly. Nothing wrong. I've had
Yeah, I've been looking at my car recently, like you're saying, the rot's getting to it, all front sill, but apparently you can get them sills for 30 quid these days, so it's not too bad still. I thought you wouldn't be able to still get them.
Depends. What is it, a Mark 1 or Mark 2?
Mark 2.
Mark 2. Yeah, you should be able to get some.
Yeah.
You should be able to. Possibly from Spain, because they were built in Spain. So you might be able to get them from a manufacturer in Spain that still makes them. So I'm not sure if you knew that.
That's the early ones, I believe, was made in Spain, wasn't it?
No, all of them were made in Spain.
Were they? I heard
Yeah.
something about Spain, but I didn't know they're all made in Spain.
Just about all made in Spain, yeah. When they came onto the courses in '94, they were actually, a lot of them were made in Germany, so they were sort of swapped from that. But a lot of Novas were built in Spain. Probably like 90% of them were built in Spain. But in Spain alone, there is still loads of new shells getting produced. So there is still quite a lot of unregistered Novas in Spain.
You're joking.
Honestly.
I had a Nova, a Vauxhall Nova.
So I could buy a shell and put my plate on that, basically.
There's a lot of people. When I was building them myself, Novas, I've had quite a few. When I was building them, there was a few people in the circle that I was a part of used to ship the shells from Spain and reshell GSIs and all sorts of stuff from Spain because they still produce them. There is a factory somewhere that still produces Nova shells.
Oh, no way. You'll have to get me in touch with that. Find out.
I'll have to find out if it's still a thing. This was going back maybe 3 years now, but there will be quite a lot of them still left. I mean, there's a company now, Barry told me as well, there's a company in Wales that is producing so many Mark 1 Escorts on 20 plates. They are rebuilding Mark 1 Escorts. So
Yeah, I thought
very
about
soon.
that years ago. Why don't the firm come out and reproduce these retro cars how they were without airbags, without that, because they're a retro car.
Yeah.
Not to avoid the regulations. I know it's a newer car, but because it's a retro car, it's got to be built like a retro car with the same
Exactly.
electrics and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap thing to do, is it? I mean, Jaguar did it, and Aston Martin have done it. So it's not a cheap thing to do. Both of them cars, particularly the Jag was a £1 million car, and the Aston Martin was a £1.5 million car. So it's not a cheap job to do.
No, definitely not. But yeah, it took me
That guy,
not too long.
missus was just on phone. Gaffer were on phone then. She's off to bed.
Yeah, you can't not ignore her, can you?
Obviously,
Well,
I didn't want you guys hearing my sexy talk to my missus.
yeah.
If you hadn't had your tea, you wouldn't want it by the time I've finished. Yeah, you've seen Jabba the Hutt on Star Wars, haven't you? That's what I look like when I'm naked.
Jabba the Hutt.
Oh no, not the actual slug fling. That pretty princess that he's got on chain. I meant that one. I look like that.
Putting images in my head there that I don't want.
Yes. That's something I don't want to go to bed on.
Yeah.
Right, hopefully we'll be getting Twig up now. I've just put a link up for him, so he's asked for it. So
He's been waiting for this all day.
I've missed the. Oh, 1 minute, didn't post it for some reason. Paste chat. Yeah, I did post it. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. Nick Welsh, hello, a new person in it as well. Nice of you to come
Hello.
in. Cool. Yeah. So hopefully I'll get my car sorted soon. Then this is still old.
Just laughing at
Yeah.
Secret Vault's comment.
I thought it was going to be RIP, my car, rust in pieces forever. I'm glad it won't be. I don't know whether you can see behind me, but if I'm out of the way, that's where we went on Sunday.
And I've seen all your Instagram stuff, but it looks quite cool. When I was a kid, I used to go to a place very similar to that, and every day or every couple of days at a certain time, we used to get to somewhere and there were massive doors like that, and every day they used to open these doors up, and all this water used to file down like that. You know what I mean? It was quite scary when you were in there because you couldn't go anywhere for at least 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The water was just filing down, and if you'd have stood in there, and at the other end, when I was thin, I could fit through bars. So if I'd have gone now, I'd have been just pressed up against bars like that. Like I'd have been like some zombie apocalypse, breathing through it all.
Like that scene off Titanic.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Imagine that.
But yeah, it was something like we were talking about there. What happened? Yeah, definitely. It was a bit crazy.
So where do you find these special places then? How do you come to find them?
I seen someone's video on it, so I thought that looked really good. So I tried to find it out myself. I couldn't find it. So basically contacted the guy, met up with him a few times, got friends with him. He told us about it and says, if you're going down there, let me know because he needs to know if anything goes wrong. Obviously, you can alert the authorities, and that's what I did do. And yeah, they are quite hard to find, underwater ones. And if you try to do any research on them on the government websites or anything, you won't find nothing. It's all top secret-ish.
Hidden, like bunkers and all that. Yeah.
But when you're doing your stuff, like yourselves, you're explorers of some sort, you know what I mean? You find out where locations are through and that, and just stumble across a few, don't you, when you just
we
out and about.
use a lot of maps, radar, and all that sort of stuff to find out where there's buildings and that are underneath the ground. But
I was laughing at Secret Vault's comment. That's all.
Yeah, same, yeah.
do you have to get permission to go into the tunnels and that, or can you just go in there?
There's no sign saying you don't go in there, and
where you
it's
go.
open. No, what I mean, so can't see why not.
At the minute, you don't need permission to go in anywhere. So basically, that door behind your window, make sure it's shut because we can come in and explore it. If your window's open,
I
we can come in
suppose
and
if you go in a tunnel, you've got squatters' rights, haven't you?
Basically, it's trespass. If anything, you get caught on someone's land, and it's
Civil
not a criminal matter. It's a civil matter, like you probably know yourselves.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of that one.
But they're going through a thing at the court at the minute to try and make it all as trespass. So you will get done for it. You will be in trouble by the police, and you will probably go to court. Whether that comes up, because that's not just as in what us guys do, it's as in people are walking through a farmer's field can get done for it and stuff like that. So I don't think that it's going to happen, but you never know.
Yeah.
Hello, Twig. Sorry about that. I did not see you. It's always the last one in, then further down in the screen. Sorry, it just sat there for ages. I don't know how long he's been sat there. Let's get him up anyway.
All day for this.
So I was just reading the comments. You are? What was that, Flex?
I said that you've been waiting all day for this, haven't you?
Yeah. I've got some good news. My engine will be here tomorrow for my car.
Oh, good. We can start filming then.
Well, yeah.
Don't tell everyone what car you've got.
It's only a Mitsubishi Outlander, 2-litre DID. But what me and Flex has got planned for it shouldn't really do, but hopefully it will do.
Hopefully.
Cool. Is that going on that new channel of yours?
Yes, it will be doing on Wheel Nuts, yes.
So is it a linked channel between you and Flex then?
Yeah, we're both doing it. So bits I can do it while I'm at home, and then bits Flex can do there, and then obviously we meet up once a week. So all good.
I'd say
Twig, is that your command center that you're in at the minute?
Yeah, this is my man cave stroke shed.
Nice.
I don't have one of them.
That picture at back, I'd swap that for a lady with
Mainly
big
where
boobies.
I live. I can't because the kids come in my shed.
Oh no.
You used to be all right when I had my workshop. I can stick it in there.
A Disney princess there. They're pretty anyway, so get one of them slapped up there.
Just gonna get pictures of all our cars on there because we've got quite a few resident cars which are going to be on the channel all the time. So we're going to get pictures of them as we go on, basically.
Yeah. Like Matthew's Secret Vaults, they're saying about this new law coming in. Does that go for drone flyers as well? Because at the moment, if you set off on land that's public and you fly over private property, it's not trespassing.
Well, how are they going to know?
Or it is counted as trespassing, but...
Well, when I first started flying my drone, I was flying over Eggborough Power Station. When they were filming the Hobbs and Shaw movie, it was a week before that. And I was flying it, and as I flew it, there was a camera, and I flew it in front of the camera, so I was over their land. And it was in the air for at least maybe 40 seconds before security came flying round in this car with all lights on and everything like that. And they went, "You're on our land." I went, "What?" I said, "Is this road your land?" And he went, No. Your drone's on our land. I said, "Why is it landed?" And he went, No, it's over our airspace. We own that airspace. I went, "Are you sure?" Yeah, you do. You need to bring it down now. And I went like that. I went, "Let me just get up." So I carried on going. I moved it back so I went on their land. And I went up and above the cooling towers. I wanted to see cooling towers. So I went up right eye and I went over top and that. "You're still on our land." I went, I'm not on anybody's land, buddy.
You're in the air.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a. And when I landed the drone as well, I landed it on bonnet of his car. It was like that. What if it scratched my car? Well, I said, if that scratched your car, buddy, I'll pay for it doing it. He got out and he's there with magnifying glass looking at it. As it scratched it, I went, no, it hasn't, buddy.
Yeah. Matt just left a comment there. Don't know if we read it. If it's above 150 feet above them, they can't really say out because it's not a harm to them. Yeah.
No,
And they don't own the airspace either.
Exactly.
I think metal detectors have started to use drones as well now for footage for the YouTubes. We even thought about it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Using drones. So good. They're just so great for videos. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Wait till they start doing radar ones where you can just fly
They
over
are
and see
good.
all the gold coins.
Oh, I get excitement out
It's
of
like
waiting for him.
It'd be the Cronenberg she's got to be finding.
Yeah.
Jamie and Rachel, when you say like you're doing a video of you actually looking through a field with your detectors and that, with the DJI, I know that Flex had a different sort of drone that were like millions of pounds and stuff, but with the DJI drones, it will active track you, so you could actually walk across a field and it would follow you. I don't know if Flex's drone did that, but
Well, yeah, it does just about
no.
everything, but it's not mine anymore. Quinn's
I
got
have
my
seen it.
drone.
I
got rid of it.
One of our friends got.
Yeah, one of
Oh,
our
okay.
friends has got one.
Yeah, the only thing with
I now own that. I now own
we don't
that
want to
drone.
show too much around.
Yeah.
So we're
yeah.
quite private on
I own
showing
it.
the area because you want to keep it
Oh,
back up.
As you were aware of our last video called the hawking video, it's what they say is night hawking. Metal detectors that night hawk your land that you've got permission on, and they take all what's left and just leave a right mess, and then you get into trouble with the farmer. And that's what we call. That's what we did a video of night hawking someone's garden. Luckily, it was only a dad's.
Was that the one where you released this today at 6? Was it?
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah.
And you found the Rolex silver spoon, didn't you?
Silver spoon, yeah. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
In his
I didn't even
garden.
know Rolex done silver spoons or copper like that.
No, we didn't. When we looked it up, it was they've got, you can find them on the web, Swiss Rolex teaspoons, and they got the picture of the lion and everything. It's like, what?
Yeah, no.
Do they tell the price?
First thing in my mind, how much is that worth? No, couldn't find the end bit. No.
What year was that from?
It could be from probably the 1800s, probably when they started doing Rolexes.
From the early days then.
Get the neighbour's land behind the garden.
Yeah, they got
a
small. Is it a small mansion?
Yeah,
Mansion
it's like
next
a
door.
farmhouse.
Yeah, like a very light. But he's got loads of land, so if there's stuff in his own little garden, it's over the head. There's gonna be loads of stuff. Just know it.
so do you guys whatever you find, do you sell it or do you keep it?
No, we don't do it for the money. We mainly do it just for our collection, basically. It's something that we can think about when we retire. We can take an early retirement.
We have sold some stuff, so we do beach detecting as well, which you can get things and bling stuff.
Yeah,
so
I think, was it
we did-
£1,400 I found in gold last year, and I sold it.
yeah, so we did
£1,400.
That's not bad, is it?
No,
Are
it's
you
not
allowed
bad.
to detect inside banks?
Sorry.
Are you allowed to metal detect inside banks?
Only if there's a tunnel underneath them, or it's in their airspace.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the rest.
Yeah.
I found a ring off a beach last year, and it was 18 carat, 15
Beautiful.
gram,
Beautiful ring.
worth about £500 scrap value, but insurance value £1,000. So that was just one ring,
Just one ring.
on visit. So yeah,
That's
it can be
cool.
quite.
Yeah, the
Quite
beach pays for the equipment, because the
Yeah.
equipment's not cheap. It
No.
can be quite expensive for the hobby.
Yeah.
But the artifacts and the old stuff can be worth quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
I've got a gold sovereign that's worth £2,500 that I just found with a metal detector.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, well, that's a nice little earner for a day's work, isn't it?
You wouldn't sell it though.
But I won't sell it.
No.
No.
I'd have a couple of weeks off after that.
No, the only
So-
problem is with archaeology stuff and artifacts, anything over 300 years, if you want to sell it, you can get into deep trouble unless you declare it with the museum. But you send it off to the museum and you declare it within the 14 days that you found it. And what will happen is they will make a decision if they want to buy it from you or give it back to you. If they give it back to you, it's then yours and the landowners that owns them 50-50.
Yeah.
And then after that, you give you all your paperwork. You can actually sell it and not break the law.
Yeah.
So you can make loads of money out that way.
And if it's being vetted by a museum or whatever, then it's a guarantee. This is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
it. It authenticates
It's money on
it.
itself,
Not
isn't
fake.
it, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you go on eBay, you can get hammer coins and old Victorian stuff, and it could be all fake.
Yeah.
Unless you've got the paperwork to prove it. By doing it this way, at least you've got the paperwork to prove, and you get more money out of it because it's authenticated.
Yeah.
It's a 7-year
Yeah.
plus prison
Yeah,
sentence.
there's a
as well.
7-year prison sentence
Yeah.
for things like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you do have to be a little bit careful.
There was a thing not too long ago in the news about someone finding something and metal detecting and selling it without permission, basically.
Mm.
I think that was up
So on the black market,
Lancashire over that way.
Yeah, it was quite funny actually because there was
it's a locket call.
but I think they were trying to do it through sort of like more people, but I think the museums and the was it the Flow, they do
Flows.
search for like through eBay and any sort of like selling sites and sources.
Yeah.
So they come across anything
yeah.
that hasn't been registered, then you're
They
going to
don't
come
make
down.
they won't make it easy for you to sell it on the black market, because if you sell it on things like Rachel says eBay and that, they're watching it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna know.
Yeah.
Careful.
I was going to say something, Evan, but I forgot. So, right off above my head, gone.
It sounds like a good hobby to have.
It is.
If
you find that hoard,
Yeah.
you can get into millions of pounds,
Yeah.
and you'd
Yeah.
be in the papers. Yeah, you'd be in the papers and everything. I tell you,
Yeah.
there's quite a since for the last 2 years. There's been a lot of hoards being found.
Yeah, we're trying to
Better than what
look.
me and Smig do, magnet fishing. Then it's a lot better than that.
Yeah, we wanted to try magnet fishing.
I'd try it, but I don't think it would be as successful. No.
Yeah. You get guns. You get things like guns and that. Because we had a 9-year-old boy. They went on holiday and they took a magnet and they pulled an air rifle out of the water.
Yeah.
Just like that. So, but the thing is, with silver and gold, it won't magnetize with the magnet, and that's what we are really after, is the silver and the gold stuff, especially the silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to invest in a metal
No,
detector.
no.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about metal
Strangest thing we ever
detecting.
found was a keyboard.
A massive. It was about 4.5 foot long, wasn't it? Massive, and a laptop.
Website.
Yeah, it was.
It's not one of those army. What do they call them? Code things. That Nick West found. What's it called?
Oh yeah, you want to find one of them. It's one of those the ones that did the
Just give me a minute. I think Ricky's outside my house. Just give me a second.
it's stenography or something. It was the one that do the
Passcodes.
Yeah.
In the war.
for the
And-
secret code
yeah,
that they used to
secret
write to
codes.
each other. It was a machine that produced
He
that.
basically bought his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll be back in a minute, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just going to see
okay.
whether we've got someone a call. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Take over my channel for now, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he bought his house in
He bought his
Spain
house-
for it.
Bought his
Yeah,
house
we'll
out
look
of it.
after it for you.
Yeah, incredible
Yeah.
find. So,
Incredible find.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
But then there is the danger aspect as well.
yeah, you could get blown up.
Yeah, she nearly got blown up.
Fire,
Yeah, I've seen
a
that.
bomb. Yeah.
What?
We went on the beach, and this is when she found her gold ring. She only just started metal
Yeah,
detecting, didn't
I was
you?
very new.
And she was jumping up and down on her scoop. And I said to her, "You don't want to be jumping up and down that because you don't know what actually underneath your feet, because there is bombs being found down there." And then what was it? A couple of days afterwards, they actually found 3 bombs.
3 bombs. The whole
on the beach.
beach had to be cordoned off. Army were down there, and I was like, "Oh, we were down there the last couple of days ago."
That was lucky.
I said, "I won't be
Was
picking up
lucky.
your pieces, I'll tell you."
So I have learned now to just wiggle it gently. Don't pole vault on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the best type of metal detector to get if you're just getting into it? What's the basic tools you need?
Well,
What's
it
not
depends.
gonna
If
cost you
you're
an arm and a
looking
leg?
at land or beach, it depends what areas you want to go. If you the Simplex is quite in a good price range for beginners.
Yeah, so it
It
does
will-
all factor on where do you want to go,
Yeah.
what is your price range, to what detector would be better for you. So if you're looking at the cheap end of the market and you want to go on beaches and go on land, the Simplex is one that's out there at the moment, which is about £300, I think.
Yeah.
It's coming in at.
Yeah.
That's not too
Some of
bad.
the
There's a new one.
GoPros.
There's a new
I think
one.
there's a
The,
couple of Vanquish as
no,
well.
the Garrett Apex.
Oh yeah,
Garrett
and then-
Apex is the new. I don't know what the price range of it.
No, and the Ace 250, that's quite a,
Yeah.
a reasonable price, but that mainly does land. But if you're looking at kind of the higher end, then the ones that we use are the Equinox 800, which does both beach and land, but they come in about £800. And then you can have the Deus, which is right at the top, 1400,
but-
and that does just
Yeah.
land. So
Yeah.
you kind of, you've got
Yeah.
to research on what you want to use it for, to
My
then what one's
my
going to work
advice is
better.
when you're starting out, to see if you really like it, because you don't want to spend a lot of amount of money on a metal detector. Then 3 months down the line, it's hanging up in your
Yeah.
shed, and you don't use it because
Yeah.
it just wasn't for you. Because then you just wasted a lot of money. So if you start off cheap, you can sell it. You can sell it and then
Will
work
has
your way up.
changed.
And work your way up.
Excellent.
Oh my God,
you-
what's going on there?
Legend is,
You got changed fast.
No,
Yeah, that's what-
You've got better luck as well. What's going on?
I was getting such bad reception. I just thought I'll nip round to Will's house and pop on.
Yeah. So what have you done with him? Knocked him in the cupboard.
Yeah. Basically, he's only got 1 seat here, so he's gone to find another seat. So
No.
yeah.
Well, you can still always sit in your lap.
No, just no. Don't go there either. So, but yeah, that's really
We
cool.
won't tell anyone. We won't tell anyone.
It's really cool what you were saying about the detecting and that, like, the fines and what you have to do with it to declare it and all that. I was outside Will's house for a while, and I was like just listening in on YouTube. So yeah.
Yeah, well,
quite a lot of rules and regulations on.
Yeah. Well, my old man's. I started off when I was 6 years old. So I've been doing it. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, quite a few years. And my old man's been doing it 40 odd years because he brought me up on it, and he now runs a club. And so we have to do everything by the book. Not just because my old man used to be an ex-copper as well, so we have to follow the law quite strictly. It's quite strict on me with it, so I can't go in a wood without any permission or anything like that, can I?
No,
So I have to behave myself.
you do.
Not like I don't want to.
You get very tempted. You keep driving, and you're like, "Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, that looks interesting."
You're trying to you end up looking at bills.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
I wanna
nice bill.
Challenge
I'd
me.
love to get on there.
Jamie and Rachel, have you or do you watch the Australian gold diggers where they use the metal detectors to find the gold?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Yes.
It's amazing. I love that.
Quite a few.
People found gold and it's like this big, you know what I mean? Like, what?
Oh, prospecting.
Yeah,
They do the panning.
Go
Panning.
prospecting.
Prospecting. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a lot.
A lot of it, the series, I can't remember what they call the series, but it's like they go and they've all got gold. They buy a bit of land and they just surface it. They don't dig it all out. So I think there's 2 people that dig it out, but all the rest of them just
Aussie
pan it
gold
over
hunters.
and then they get the gold out
Yeah.
and that's it. But they're finding massive chunks, and then
Yeah.
some of them are like
Big
it's like
bricks.
40,
Yeah.
50 grand for you know what I
That's
mean?
a
It's
lot of money. A lot
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there's
we-
Scotland. Scotland, they found a massive nugget
Yeah.
worth a lot of money.
There's quite a lot of ones that do like a bit of scuba diving detecting, and I think they were doing that in a river in Scotland, and they found the biggest nugget that had been found in the UK. It was literally in 2 pieces that it joined together, and it was
Yeah.
worth about £80,000. So not bad for a day's little hunt.
Days at work,
if
So how long have you been
guys-
doing it for then? Hey, this metal detecting, how long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing it since I was off and on.
6.
I was 6 years old.
Yeah, I've only been
Since
doing it-
6.
Since I was 6, off and on. Yeah.
I've only been doing it about a year or
Minty by
so.
now.
34 years he's been doing it.
And what about yourself there? Is it when you got with him?
No, I'm not
34
that
years
old.
he's been doing it.
30 odd years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, off and on.
I did say 34 years, but
I think I stopped doing it. I started it when I was young with a little metal detector, and then got to my teenage years,
Yeah.
and then it was more like clubs and girls sort of thing. So you sort of like, I don't want to be known as a geek, so you gave it up then,
I can't knock it.
and then
I
started
can't
again
knock it.
probably my 20s.
Yeah. And then I've only been doing it about, what, 14 months?
Yeah, about 14 months, and she's doing better than me now.
Is that all you've been doing it for? Yeah.
Yeah, she has. Yeah. She's
And like you said, your channel, you've been getting more things than he has, haven't you? On the channel.
yeah, I know. I just put it down as a good teacher. So too good.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I
Yeah,
enjoy
beginner's
it,
luck.
Yeah.
But I did start off digging her holes for her because I got now we've just bought some walkie-talkies, so I don't have to stay with her all
That's
the time.
right.
Wander off on her own and
All right.
say, well, dig your own hole now.
Just try to get you on the phone there, Carl.
So now,
Let's get you
now
up.
you fill her holes in so that you get the best stuff.
Well, he just walks on my line and
Yeah.
just picks up the best stuff all the
Yeah.
time.
I did that before, didn't
Yeah,
I?
all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's one time that I found a really nice hammer coin. It was on her line, and I went and showed the farmer, and I was so scared of her. I said, I ain't going back. So she's really, really upset with me.
I found a hammered, and that would have been my first hammered. And he's like, well, literally, I call him over for something else, and then he wanders off straight in front of me. Boom, there it is. And then he has the cheek to go, you wouldn't have had that. And I'm like, how do you know? I haven't had the opportunity now because you bloody dug it up. So then I'm like, he runs off because I'm like fuming. And then I'm hunting, and I managed to bring up another one, but I kind of keep it quiet for a while, and then he slips back over, and I'm like, you're all right, I found one there.
Yeah, I was quite relieved.
Does it? Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Right. I've got to introduce my next guest. You've seen him before. He's called Exploring with Carl, and welcome in. And we'll chat about what we did over Sunday.
I don't know who he is.
Hey?
I don't know who he is. Who is he?
You'll see him now. Here he is.
I'm only joking. I know Carl.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're fine and well.
Yeah.
No.
How are you anyway, Carl? Are you recovered from weekend?
That's all I can say at the moment. Never again. Never again.
Yeah. That's what you said then, but then you went straight back in afterwards, didn't you?
Yeah. He said, I will never, ever, ever go down there ever again. And 5 minutes later, he went down the tunnel again with me. So we were actually trying to recover something. So, you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fleck.
Hello, Carl. Hello.
But the strange thing is, when we got back to recover the place, we had to get back to the beginning. And by the time we got back to the beginning, we was picking some stuff up, and then we could hear a noise, and I could see another wave coming down, but we didn't actually get that on camera. So as soon as we've seen that coming down, we've bleeding shot out of there like a rocket, all of us.
That room started filling up very quickly.
Yeah, and that was a big room, that one. The beginning room.
That's what we're saying. You're going up the steps, right? You're gradual steps going higher as you're coming from a small pipe. Then the pipes are getting wider, and as all the water's coming down, the little bit where we started off, that's going to get filled up, isn't it? And I was just looking down thinking, shit, this is it. This is it, what we're going to do. Get the manhole up there. Can we get out? No, we can't. What are we going to do? Ricky said, let's stay in for a bit. I said, no, we need to get out now. Let's go. And Ricky, God bless him, he was the first one through the main bit, wasn't you? And we followed him. He thought, well, it's not dragging him at the moment, so come on, let's follow him. And then I was just thinking about the chain. I was thinking about the chains going across as well.
Yeah, don't say too much, Carl, but yeah.
Oh,
I had visions of the newspapers saying 3 men were found in the...
Something like that, yeah. Or 3 YouTubers have to get rescued or something like that, definitely. Crazy. Yeah. And you can definitely tell that weren't produced or made up, know what I mean? It's just 100%, and you could see everything, how it happened.
When I panic, I panic.
Yeah. Tell me about it. You don't have panic when he panics, yeah. Nearly sends everyone else into mould.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, Carl, I must admit, is one of the worst climbers I've ever seen, yeah? I was here like that, on the side. Carl's at the side, mate. I said, right, up here. And before he even finished the sentence, he was up there and up in the manhole cover trying to open it like that.
It's like you can't jump in. It was really funny.
Never seen him move so fast ever in my life.
But was it 3? We went up 3 kind of like push holes.
Yeah.
And it was only the third one looking.
Well, no, because I've heard, I've recorded it and watched the film so many times now while editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We skipped a few of them, went into one, then we went, right, what shall we do? We tried that one, it was locked. And we went past one, you just jumped out. I said, no, that's locked already because it checked them all the way down. Didn't I, on the way up, you know what I mean? So I said, let's go. I headed straight down. These 2 followed us. Got a bit further on, got to the next one. By the time we got there, it's just chaos. Water's coming up really bad. Like I say, climb up here. The car was up there even before I said it. You know what I mean? And then that was locked. So yeah, we decided to carry on going because obviously it's not safe there. So Ricky said to me, how far's the next one? I said, not too sure, but ignore the next one. Just go to the main chamber where we all chilled out first. And then we can get some help from there, guaranteed, because there's like a passage over there where it goes out to a stream, but it's all barred off. But if its stream overflows, that is where it came into. But we could have got there and got on the phone, basically, and made a call if need to. But luckily enough, there was an escape hatch there, and we managed to escape as well.
Right, hold on. Are you telling me that you went underground in a tunnel without, 1, a plan, 2, not knowing where you were going?
Well,
no, not quite.
We kind of knew where we were going, and we did tell someone. But everything else, basically,
yeah. There are certain things. You may know that I've been underground quite a lot with fighters and all that kind of stuff, and when you go underground, there is a few tips and tricks that I can tell you off camera that will help you find your way out and keep safe quicker than panicking.
Oh,
but
this one went. This one,
come here.
Yeah, this wasn't too bad because it's just like a long tunnel, so you just need to know which ones to come out of, if you know what I mean.
Accessible.
Yeah, but it's only a matter of time when you go in one when it's not. It's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
exactly. We were really lucky.
Yeah. Basically, me, Ricky, and Carl went there to explore it because we found out about it and wanted to do it, and a lot of people want to come and do it with us. So we decided not to take everyone down. Let's just a couple of us go down, see what it's like, so we know what it's like. Then we can invite people, because we don't want to invite like 20 people and all that happen. No way. That would have been.
Oh, that would have been really bad.
That would have chaos. That would have just been ended badly.
You'd like mass murder on your hands there, and if something went wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, it's a good job we didn't take fighters down there, eh?
They panic a bit sometimes, don't they, when it comes to water, I believe, on Matthew's channel.
Yeah.
Flex.
Yeah.
Tell us the tips while we're all on, so that you might save someone's life, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't want too many people to know too much, because you shouldn't be going down there for a start off.
Well, that'd be one of my tips, is not to go down there.
Exactly. First and foremost is, if you don't know what you do and you've got some sort of experience in it, then should you really be going down to somewhere that you don't know where you're going? Because a lot of these places, they go down and down and down. Particularly in Wales last year, we all went into an old slate mine. And when I say down, I mean down. It went down an estimated 3 miles.
Track that you went down.
Yeah, 3 mile down it was. Yeah. We went down, and the only way we found our way back out is because at the top, we put certain telltale things to help us find ropes and smoke bombs, basically, to help blow smoke down, in order when there's a chamber that comes out and blows air back through, you know which way the smoke's blown, that's your exit point, if that makes sense. And if you go, we went that far down that there was an actual body of water underneath that was coming back up. It was rising. So if we went any further down to a different point, we would have been trapped in between that water and not being able to get past it, if you know what I mean. So there's certain precautions I would take, but first of all, I would sort of look at it and think, right, do I really want to get stuck down there? What was it used for? How long is it not being used for? Because they are the most important things you need to know. If it's not being used for 60, 70, 100 years, you've got yourself a problem, because has anyone been down there previously to safe it? Because in Cumbria, a lot of slate mines, there is a group of people which go down them called tunnelers, and they make them safe for people to go down, just in case people go down them. A lot of them don't have that, and they are seconds away from collapse. So you're putting yourself and anyone else that's with you in imminent danger. So it's it's easier to go through it all if you're actually in a place, if you know what I mean, like looking for certain things in your surroundings to sort of remind yourself of, if you do get lost and you come across.
Well, it's about the research, isn't it? It's getting the research.
Basically, yeah, a bit of research. But like particularly in some of them, if you get stuck in it, as you're going down, as you're walking down a chamber, have a little bit of a look around and think, right, it's this type of stuff we've got. It's like a sludge or a sand or it's stone or whatever. As it changes as it goes down. And when you get to a certain point, if you panic and you look around and think, right, well, I kind of know what level I'm at. I don't exactly know where I am, but I kind of know what level I'm at by what surroundings I've got. And then at least you've got a 50-50 idea of how far down you are, if that makes sense.
The material as you go down changes. So you're looking at the material, and then if you go up and it's a different material of what you saw before, you're heading in the right direction.
Well, those two options. We didn't know the force of the water. You never know, do you? The force of the water.
No.
So you don't know which escape you're going to plan to get out. It was last minute option. Luckily, we had two options. Where Urban Legend went down first, where you could look out, that was one safe option, or the last option, what we did choose at Chat Top. And it was a
Can I just say goodbye, ALW Explorations. Thanks for joining in.
Goodbye, ALW. Didn't see you come in. I've not seen the chat.
We're just going for a cigarette.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, Will gave us some research on this place. He basically said, watch this YouTube video. So basically, we'd be experts. So we did do our research. He told us to watch the video.
And also, the guy that told me about it, he does underground caving for a long time, over 30 years. So he's an expert, and he's gave us quite a good advice. And he's the one who told me to contact him and let him know when I'm going in and when I'm coming out. So yeah,
That's
thanks.
good, but
Yeah,
you've always got to remember, someone that's telling you about something might be an expert, but you yourself aren't.
that's it.
And you've always got to remember, shit, have I done everything I need to do to make sure I get out of here safely? Because if you haven't, you know, it doesn't matter who you know or whatever, you haven't got that in your head to access like that. That
Yeah.
other person has, you don't. So you might, in a blind panic, do the wrong thing, which seals your fate. I've been stuck underground. I was stuck underground in Manchester for quite a long time.
Blind panic.
Yeah. It's not good, honestly. The best thing to do in that situation is just stand still, have a look around and see where you are and come to terms with the fact of what's going on. If you blind panic, it's like quicksand. If you blind panic in quicksand, there's only one way you're going to go, and that's down.
Yeah. But it's water, right? You think, right, think quick, panic quick, think, what do we do? What do we do?
Exactly.
I'm not standing around. I'm looking
exactly. Yeah, but the best thing to do is don't run, because you don't know what, especially if the place is filling with water, you don't know what you're walking on top of. When we were in that mine in Wales, we were walking along, there was a little train track that used to run across, and there was two tunnels. We decided to go through one tunnel because there was an air track coming through, and we thought, well, this is the safer place to go. So we're walking down there, there was a puddle. I thought, I'm always wary of puddles underground, because you don't know what's under that puddle. No. A puddle can be anything from a cavern to just a puddle. You're either going to get wet or you're going to get dead. So it's always best to avoid water.
Yeah.
Massively avoid it if you can. If you can't, have a stick with you at all times, poking at least half a metre in front. And if it goes down more than a certain level than what it has been, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, we had Carl in front of us, and he was our measure of if it was going to go down, because if he disappeared, we'd know that wasn't a good place to go. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just maybe steps and pipes.
And another good way of doing it is, and it's probably it's not the best way, but get a large-ish stone or a rock or something like that and tie it to the end of a bit of rope. And if you're very unsure about where you're treading and it's full of water, you've got that rope, just slowly drop it in. If it keeps going all the way down, you know you've got a rather large hole. If it goes down longer than your legs, you know you've got a rather large hole. Anything deeper than your knees is a worry. Yeah. I've always been told. Or anything deeper than your knees.
Anyway, shit, reservoirs anyway.
Like you were saying, you got to keep calm and collective. That's what I was doing. I was sussing out what the situation was, and it took my time, and sussed it all out. Told everyone where to go, and it all worked out basically. Yeah, someone's got to. If something happens like that, someone's got to keep the calm and get control of everyone, and just take control and calm down. Because it only takes one or two people to start getting everyone hyped up and start panicking. Panic then, isn't it? Know what I mean?
What you should have all done is sat down in the water, and it'd have been like the scene off Goonies where they just find the ship. You'd have all been sliding down pipes, and that'd have been amazing. But that
would
video
have
would be like the only one on YouTube.
That would have been, but the only thing about that is the big concrete steps, about 6 foot drops.
Really big steps.
And then you got that chain going across, so if you got winded by that and pinned by the water, you'd be like drowned.
Rotted.
Yeah. So apart from that, it would have been great. Even we thought of that afterwards, but then the steps kicked in and thought, no, that's no good.
Yeah.
Did you take any? No, hello, carry on, Carl. Carry on. It's a bit delayed.
Here's a good tip, actually.
So, like, what you are saying is to save your life, take a rope that is 10 miles long?
No, the length of up to your waist would do.
Yeah, but what about trying to find the way out? Because you said you had to let smoke bombs off.
Well, there's different positions and places you can let smoke bombs off. It's, as you know, if you're traveling down, then there's only one way up, isn't there? There's only one way out. Essentially,
Yeah.
to let
And that's
smoke
down.
bomb off in a certain direction, if you get to a point you think, right, I recognise this, you can sort of feel like a vortex of air. If you let a smoke bomb off and it confirms that the air that smoke is going to a direction, it's normally because the air is traveling upwards.
Out.
It is rising, if that makes sense. Follow the air, follow the entrapment of air going up, and that normally leads you to your exit point.
Do you have gas detectors when you go in these places?
Well, yeah. I haven't been underground since last year, so yeah. I even
also, it depends what type of mine it is or what type of underground it is as well.
Yeah, if you do your research, you probably don't need half a bit. But
yeah, sleep mines you shouldn't really need unless there's a lot of timber down there and stuff like that, and iron.
I've got another good tip is always take a bag full of food and water. Just in
I
case.
do anyway. When I'm going to the shop, I take a bag with food because I might get hungry.
You don't water in a storm drain.
But saying that, where we was, there's fishing, eels and frogs, so we could have had a delicacy down there.
Oh, yeah.
Good job. Really big eels that long. So.
Yeah.
You need to let Ricky charge your phone up. That's what you need.
Are you at Will's house, Richie?
Yeah.
I thought you was.
my phone just totally went poo again. So
right.
Yeah.
Ah. I thought you was. I'm not sure if you've done sort of, I don't know. Sort of
magic. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely no.
Aye. Yeah, and after that we went to 4 other places, didn't we? We done the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Then we done the airport. Then we done the Nicholas Tube and viaduct tunnel, train tunnel, and then finished off in a police station. Not arrested, by the way, on top of a police station.
Airport.
Yeah.
Well, it was a HMS Black Cap, which was an airfield. So we just went round the remains of what was that airstrip. So, and there was
I thought you were on Manchester Airport runway or something. You know what I mean? I can't wait to watch that video.
No, we did send a drone over the strip anyway, so definitely we're at Manchester Airport. We were looking for something underneath ground again on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyone want a kitten?
Nothing said about that.
Yeah.
Do you still want a kitten, Flex?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy and girl left. 9 weeks old now, they are.
Any. I just want a kitten.
Twins.
2 left, boy and girl.
What,
Any.
twins?
Say again.
Not either.
Get him.
Heads or tails.
I'll have the furry one.
They need to go.
Oh, twin kittens, aren't they?
Yeah.
Need to go.
Carl told you about the price, £2,000 each.
Who's that in the middle? Talking.
That's Twig. Twig.
Oh, hello, Twig.
Somewhere. Yeah. That way, yeah. You get the idea ish there.
Down.
Camera's backwards. Can't do it.
It's under the thumb.
Is it still there or is it frozen?
It's frozen in time.
It's still there.
Hello.
He is. He's frozen.
It's frozen, yeah.
Because he's in his man cave, he's trying to put that booby picture up behind him.
What's the chat saying anyway? Stop ignoring your chat.
Hello, chat.
Yeah.
Just read
Horticulture
in the
Moon's in.
comments.
Sorry, I didn't see him. Hello. Welcome in to the chat.
Hello, Tracy. Hello, TMNT.
Yeah, I'm
Favour,
here. I'm
Barry
just reading
Russell.
comments.
Thanks for the merch, Barry. Cheers, mate. What happened to Flex's? What happened to Flex's merch? I did ask for the face masks. I didn't get them, but it went with the order.
think my
I'll have to
internet-
order them again.
With the what order?
With my order, what I ordered an hoodie and well, he's just done my order. You see, 2 T-shirts again, hoodie and
Who
a
did
face
you order it off?
mask. Barry, Bubbles Prince.
Oh,
I said,
two-tone name.
don't forget
Barry
to-
does my masks. He doesn't do
Yeah.
the hoodies. So to
No.
order things of my merch, you need to go through the website, which Twig does all of that side of it.
Right, but I asked for 2 face masks, you see, but he must have forgot to put them in as well. You know,
Probably.
Do you all have your own merch
Yeah.
stuff like stickers and hoodies and stuff like that?
You got your merch now, didn't you, Carl? There's a
Yeah.
mistake in the post or something.
Oh yeah, got it in the end. Yeah.
What happened there?
DHL. They said they delivered it, and then it wasn't there. I was looking around everywhere, and he said I took a photograph. It was at the front door. Asked all the neighbours. No. He knocked on next day and said, "Are you Mr. Renshaw?" I said, "Yes." He says, "I have left it here." Number 3. I said it wasn't there before. So I don't know what happened, but I got it in the end. Yeah, it was good. So cheers, Barry.
Cool. Who's that vibrating?
And the thumbs out. What? God, I need glasses. I can't read that. Looking like.
I think we've lost Twig.
Brady
Oh,
Bunch.
Yeah, he's not there.
I
Can't see him.
think I'm
Camera's
seasick.
off.
I was going to say, I was just about to say, Twig can explain the merch side of it for my website,
Yeah.
but he's not there. Basically, you go on my website, you go on the shop, and then just order it through there. It's the quickest and most
Yeah.
effective way of doing it.
I just knew he was doing the thingies for your face mask, so I said, "Oh, I like them. I'll have a green and white one." I think it was. I can't remember.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you want to, I've got some here, and Twig's got some.
yeah.
We've got quite a big stock of stuff.
Yeah.
So depends. It depends what you want. I mean, if you want some, just give me a private message or give Twig a private message, and we'll sort them out.
Yeah, we'll do. No worries. That's a bit tight. Are they a bit tight?
Yeah, he's back now, Twig.
No,
Twig, welcome back in. Wee Man there has got some merch as well. Have you seen his latest merch he's done? That's quite
Yeah,
cool.
I like the caps. I like the caps.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
I like his top me where it's got a big footprint on the back of him.
It does look really good, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit jealous of that. But...
Flex. Oh yeah, just got a message off of it.
Yeah, my
Instagram.
internet was playing up, so I've just swapped over to mobile Wi-Fi.
So when you go on your ventures, do you actually wear your merch hoodies?
Now
Yeah.
and again.
Well,
Now and again.
Me and Twig
Yeah.
do. 'cause
Sometimes we do,
ever go
sometimes we
with,
don't.
yeah, we're the same. Sometimes we do. It's like if we go on to a permission that we got to know the farmer, then we'll
Yeah, if it's
put it on. But to go and get new permission, we won't wear it because we feel like sometimes the treasure bandits can be mistaken as it's not a good impression.
Bandits, raiding bandits, treasure bandits.
exactly.
raiding.
So we actually thought we've only told a couple of people we're actually going to change it to, instead of the treasure bandits, to the treasure what was it? The treasure rangers instead. So that way we can approach farmers with it and not worry about them getting the wrong impression that we're going to halt their fields.
Yeah, the wrong image, basically.
Yeah, the wrong image. Yeah, we didn't. We thought it was a good logo at the beginning.
Yeah,
It's the catchy name. It's a bit long though.
We're gonna keep the raccoon.
Yeah.
We thought we'd keep the raccoon, but we're just gonna change the wording slightly. So instead of having bandits, we're gonna have rangers instead, and then underneath we're just gonna have saving history instead of metal detecting UK, because the metal detectors beyond the raccoon and say it all anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's things like you got to think about in the back of your head when you get permissions and that of what they're going to think of you as well at the same time. So having a right logo, it's all right once you get to know them, because then you can put that old logo on and they know you personally, so it doesn't matter. But when you're coming up to people and they don't know you at all, then their first impression is what they see.
Yeah,
Do you know them? They smell like
I can't see what that says.
Finders keepers, history seekers.
They used to be
Oh.
metal detectors. They're explorers now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, but they're keeping the name. I said to him, "Have you never thought about?"
Oh, they're
changing
keeping that name.
Yeah, which is odd, isn't it? Really, but suppose if you,
Yeah.
you know,
But it's the same sort of thing. You're still exploring, like
yeah, you're still looking for history.
you're still looking for
Different
history.
time.
You're just looking in a different way. That's all. We
Yeah.
all basically do the same sort of thing, but in slightly different ways.
Exactly, yeah.
And Cal got some when I bring my video out, Cal got some really kind of good shots of his merch, because I was at the back of him and all you could see is exploring with Cal throughout the whole video, except for when it happened and then it was off. So,
saying that you was the first one.
I was.
in the main chamber.
She's on the
I
podcast.
was, yeah.
But saying that I was the first one in the truck tunnel somehow, and I was the last one out.
So what started you off in this hobby? How did you
Pardon?
start off? How did you start off getting into it?
Basically, I've been doing it all my life, living around the council estate, Manchester and stuff. You find out empty buildings, and we just done it there. And then when you get bigger, you find bigger places, and then I thought, why not film it? But after watching some YouTubers, and now they put their films together, I thought I might as well do it as well, because I'm doing it anyway. So let's document it and put it up and save, like, it's documented history then, isn't it, of the place?
Yeah.
So you don't know how long it's got to be up on YouTube for, and even in 500 years, you could get someone checking it out. It's crazy. You never know.
It is, yeah. We've had people checking out our old videos. We had one person said, I said, "Oh, have you seen our video?" And he goes, "I'm starting from the beginning." It's like we've got nearly 150 videos you've got to start from.
We'll see you in a year's
That's it.
time.
If you get a big subscriber, it's hard to keep up with all the videos, to catch up with them all.
Oh, definitely.
But it's good to go through them and just find out ones you're not seeing, and then one night just hit it when you've got nothing else to watch.
Yeah. We struggle. We struggle trying to get them through.
Especially when you're working as well, when you've got your own life and you want to get out doing your own hobby.
Yeah.
You just...
We have to cut off from YouTube. Most days we have a certain time we cut off and we're just like that's it, no more YouTube.
Yeah.
But we get texts all the time from we've made some great friends for YouTube.
Yeah, the people in the hobby is amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, we didn't think that we'd make such good friends, but even
they face chat you all the time. It's like, well, no, this is our time. That we've got to have a little bit of our own.
Well, it was like I was working today. We got this little chat group, and literally within about 2 hours, there was over 168 messages. Where they were just chatting away, and I'm like, I read all these now. So,
Them chat groups, I know about them. I had to leave one and explore with Flex's. Too many messages were coming through, and it's just filling my phone up. And I thought, no, turn it off.
Full-time job. It's a full-time job, and I think you should give us all a pay rise, really.
Up the money.
I think, there's this minimum wage thing. We should point that out to them.
Yeah. You're right there, actually.
But we're making them money at the end of the day with all this out, especially. I don't know what subs you got, but once you get over the 1K, they make money out of the advertising that we put on the YouTube for them, and we only get a small percentage of it. Not much at all. What they get,
you've got to get millions of views to make serious money.
A lot of people think, you've got a YouTube channel, you're making a lot of money and stuff like that, but it's not like that. Know what I mean?
Most of the money
Half the
that
time, like I say,
Hard
it
work,
wasn't
hard
about the
work.
money that was started. It's about the history in the places I'm going to and the places I've been to now in the past that aren't there no more. And
Yeah.
before mobile phones and cameras came out, they're not there. And
We've had
some of the
friends,
places
and
are awesome.
I think you can get drawn too much into YouTube. And we've had friends that are worrying about their, I've only got this amount of subs, or, I've had this amount of views. And I said to him, you got to think more about the minutes. Then don't worry about the subs. Don't worry about the views. It's the minutes that count.
What
Because
time?
at the end of the day, once you get over that
People interested to
1K,
keep watching.
when you get over that 1K, that's what pays. That's what they're paying on, is the minutes. They're not paying on the subs. They're not paying on the views. They're paying on the minutes. So that's what you've got to really concentrate on. And I think we did the right thing at the beginning by the problem is a lot of YouTubers, especially in the metal detecting, when you see their videos, they're putting copyright music in. Well, when you hit that 1K, all those videos that you got copyright, they won't earn you any money. They won't earn any money at all. So if you start from the beginning at doing it right, and then work it up, and they will hit every single video, and you can put advertising on every single one as well afterwards. So and that's where you start your hit feeling the pennies come in. It's not much, but it's a start.
We've got more money from people donating to our charity that we're doing. So we've made quite a bit through that, which has been really nice. They're really generous, aren't they?
Well, I mean, to even monetize, you need 240,000 watch time minutes anyway to even get monetized. Crazy.
We thought about it. We looked into it when we first started, and we forgot about the subscribers and the views, and we concentrated on the minutes because we knew it straight from the start. So when we got to that 1K, we already had 240,000.
Yeah.
So they monetize us straight away. And this is where a lot of YouTubers have made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they've got
but they're waiting to get the subs to get to that 1K, and then realise that they can't get monetized because
you need to build an audience, don't you? If you don't have an audience,
you've got to have something that people keep coming back and know what. If they just sub you and never watch you.
YouTube. I'll tell you something. If you sub to someone and they sub you, but you don't give them the watch time, the YouTube will kick them out. Yeah, they kick them out after a while. So it's all about
a game.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a game with YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys. Can I just say hello to Moxley Crazy Adventures? Welcome in.
Welcome in, Moxley.
At the moment, the panel's full, so maybe next week you can come up and have a chat.
I'll be going soon if anybody else wants to pop on.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So you can come up if you want. If you want to come up, any of you, just put a thumbs up in the comments, and I'll put the link up. So just carry on talking till whatever. Yeah. It's great. Chat this.
Yeah, I don't even get paid for nearly killing myself.
Are you monetized yet, Carl, or not?
No, nowhere near.
Oh, right. It doesn't matter. It's not the be all and end all, is it? That's not why we do it.
Put the word right in my mouth.
Ouija Brothers. Can I just say hello to Ouija Brothers there? We met them at the Boars Hotel, is it? The Wild Boars Hotel. Yeah,
we met him on the roof, didn't we?
On the roof, that's it. And they shone a torch from the hotel right over to the castle, and it lit up the forest at the castle.
That's right. Yeah, Beeston Castle. Yeah.
Your castle. Oh.
There's a castle across there. Yeah, you can see it from there.
Didn't it burn down that place?
I like castles.
Castle, I'm not too sure.
It's not much of a castle.
Near them.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, we've seen you there. Yeah. It's the right state now, that place, isn't it?
Oh, bleeding hell. Yeah, I've seen the latest videos there. I think he... what are they called now? Something Hell...
Hell on Earth.
Hell on Earth, that's it, yeah. I went there last video I seen. Yeah, it's just terrible what's happening to the place. but it looks like it's getting boarded up, and it is getting looked like someone's looking after it now, sort of thing.
It's terrible
They
to
should
say
have
it
done
wasn't even
that straight from the start. Yeah. Same with you, Ouija Brothers. If you want to come up next week, drop us a note in the Instagram during the week, and we'll sort something out so we can get you up and talking online on the board. It's every Tuesday, 9 o'clock.
I think Twig's having a few problems.
Twig, yeah.
I think it's because he's in his shed. His man cave blocks a lot of the internet coming in from the house, so it's not a good thing.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
based
all
near
that-
you?
It's all that metal wood he's got round him.
Yeah. Say again, Carl.
Is he based near you?
No. Quite a while away. It takes me about 3 hours to get to Twig, and
Oh,
vice
wow.
versa. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
And how are you doing, Urban Lad? Not heard you for a while.
I'm just listening to everybody.
He's contemplating.
I'm looking on Amazon to buy a 10-mile rope.
Well, is that how tall you are then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they say about big legs, don't you?
I knew he was going to say that.
Don't brag.
I was going to say, you guys check yours. I have to kick mine, but I didn't want to go into that. You know what I mean?
You know what they say, if you brag about it.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
My mate used
I
to
have
say
to brag
that.
about it because I ain't seen it for years. I'm that fat.
Smashed the money out of that. My mate used to say it from Oxford.
I'm only bloke on here with a mirror fastened to his toilet so he don't piss on seat.
We can always take a picture of it.
Well, don't send it.
Yeah,
Not to us, send it to them instead.
Just make you remind you what he looks like.
Have it on me on my picture. Oh, it's there. That's what it looks like.
Aye. So what's the weather like where you're all from? It's all right here at the moment, no rain.
Yeah, don't talk about the weather.
It was bad.
Flopping it down all day.
Carl's because of the weather is because of the other day in the storm drain.
I think Carl's under the weather.
It was very dangerous, that was, that day.
Dangerous.
Have you looked at the footage yet, Carl?
Pardon?
Have you looked at the footage yet, Carl?
Bits of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hairy.
Yeah. I'll have to show you the full video now I've got it done.
Yeah.
I
that'd
don't
be
know whether,
awesome.
like I was saying on the live stream, don't know whether you was there then, whether to put it out how it is now or do like a play through and whenever I think that I need to say something, commentary over it, how my thoughts were going through my mind at the time.
Well, I think that'd be good, actually.
Stuff.
I think it'd look pretty good, that. But, yeah. Depends when you want to bring it out, that, as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to set it as a premiere as well, so I don't know whether to set it as a premiere before next week's live stream, so everyone watches that, then they can have a chat about it afterwards. I'm not too sure whether that's a good idea. What do you reckon? Does everyone think that's a good idea? Put it as a premiere for next week?
No.
Flex is saying no. He wants to see it
Do
now.
it now. I want to see it now.
That's too long. I'm intrigued to see what happens.
Yeah, do it now.
I know it's a week, yeah, but
Yeah,
like
I
I
know,
say, nearly done it today, but didn't
Yeah,
get
but I'm very
quite-
forgetful. I'll forget by next week. Do it while it's
Well,
still
you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and the bell button.
I have. I've got really
On
bad.
Urban Lad Yorkshire. And then I'll private message you and tell you when he's on.
Yeah.
You hit us, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Dave, are you coming out? Oh, right. I thought you were saying something about the channel getting released now.
I think we've lost.
Or in your group, can't you?
Wait, what's back in, buddy?
Oh,
Like we
yeah.
in the metal detecting, we have like massive rallies where we have like, you know,
Yeah.
like what was it, 1,500 people
Well,
all kind
we
of
had-
get together for a
I think
weekend
we had,
camping. And
Urban Legend. You know. We had Dougal's, Paul from Dougal's Gone Digging, and about 5 other YouTubers. We're all going to meet this weekend in Wales for a small detecting rally.
weekend dig, but they
Weekend
do
dig.
them throughout the whole year. Different groups do massive ones
Yeah,
where
big
people
ones.
all over the world can come over if they want to and detect. So we've had people from France and America.
Yeah. Hundreds, but I don't think they get hundreds of people in their tunnel. So
True. I don't think there's anywhere big enough. But no, but do you kind of do like a social thing?
Yeah,
We can try.
Like minded people in a hobby coming together?
I
I can
am.
imagine all the metal detectors bleeping off with each other's. Bleep, 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 bleep.
I am trying to get a meet-up together quite soon, actually, with loads of YouTubers from all different types of places. It's going to be a rotary bunker, a Type 3 rotary bunker, where you're allowed to go have a walkabout. It's like a museum, so you can go and film, do your little bits and bobs. Hopefully, I'm trying to twist the arm so we can stay there overnight and have a drink and just relax. So... And also, I've got the security already set if they're saying yeah. So it's all got to be securitized. So no one.
Where's this at?
Name's not on the list. I'm not saying at the moment on the
Top
YouTube
secret.
channel, but yeah, top secret bunker.
Well, maybe that.
We're called the Bandits. There's a reason why we're called the Bandits.
It's in. It's not. It's not up north. It's not down south. It's in the Midlands-ish, not middle of England-ish. So it's in the
Reason
middle.
I'm asking
So
is I
everyone
need to know. I would need to know what sort of area it is to gauge when when you can actually do it, and is it too far away?
It won't be too far from Manchester or from
I'm not in
anywhere
Manchester.
really. Not from Manchester. Not from. It won't be too far from north. And it won't be too far from south. So it's roughly in the middle of the country.
In the middle.
Yeah, in the middle of the country-ish. That's what
Where?
I'm trying to get.
That means everyone can go.
Pardon?
Have you
That
got a
means
date?
everyone
set
can
yet
go.
or not?
Too many people. Go on, Jamie. What are you saying there, sorry?
So that means everyone can go because it's in the centre.
Basically, that's what I'm trying to do. Get it in, like it localized in the middle, so it's not too far for everyone. I know it's got to be far from some people still, but it won't be far if it's down south. Everyone's got to travel from north all the way south. If it's in the middle, at least there's some travelling from both sides. If you know what I mean, it's trying to keep it even.
Even, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, at the moment, they're saying it's a bit hard with these restrictions still in place, but now we're opened up. Give it a week or two, and we'll see from there. So I'm in touch with them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll happen very soon, and it should be a great night. Like Flex said, and Carl's bringing his keyboard. Flex says he's got to do a bit of DJing as well, and yeah, it's got to be a bit of all sorts in there.
So you think of doing it this year?
I'll bring me
Hopefully
12
this year, yeah. Hopefully this year, want to do it. So it's basically whoever comes up on the live chat, who has a laughs in the joke, who don't argue with anyone or not. I mean, none of that, because like I say, there's bouncers on there. That's it, straight out of the door. You know what I mean? So all sorted.
I know I'm fat, Urban Legend, but I don't bounce.
I think we should call you Teletubby.
As long as I can be Tinky Winky, because I like an handbag.
No, we've got a man bag, is there?
I'm sure we can make that happen.
I think I might.
One's in a handbag, that do.
What is in there, Flex?
Yeah, Twig's gone. We've lost Twig. I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna try and get in contact with him, see if he's all right. So I'm gonna go. So I'll give someone else the chance to pop on. So I will say thanks for having us on, and I'll probably see you at some point in the future, as we need to meet up anyway. So But yeah, thanks for having us on, and nice to meet you all. And yeah, I'll see you soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on and everything, and spending your time in the evening with us and showing your face on the live chat. Much appreciated. If you haven't already checked his channel out, check it out, folks. Please.
Thank you very much.
And don't forget his new channel. What's your new channel called?
Wheel Nuts with a Z. We don't start filming until next week. So next couple of weeks, it'll be all active. We're just getting all the like film crew and that sort of panned out and sorted out and everything finished off on that side of it. That's what. Well, we haven't done any urban exploring videos for about 3 weeks now because we've been focusing on that. So it's all full throttle. It's all going. So, but yeah, I'll take off. I think Matt's popped in now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's took over Twig's place. Can I just say hello to Urban Collective, who just popped in the live chat there.
Clark, how's it going?
Yeah, that's it. Clark,
Right, guys, I am going to take my leave now. So have fun on the stream and take care.
See you soon.
I do. Flex.
Flex. Good night.
I do.
Hello.
And how are you?
I do.
Mr. Williams?
Oh, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams to you, sir. Yes.
Just Williams.
Oh.
Have you done all your editing now, or are you still doing some?
I stopped, but the reason I sort of I was doing editing and I just went nutted the bloody computer because it just stopped. When I pressed play, it was taking 20 seconds on Premiere for it to start playing the video, and then if you move the track forward and backwards, it would take another 20 seconds. So everything just ground to a halt, and I was like, what is causing this? So I've been at it since yesterday, and I found out today it's reinstalled new video drivers. Worked fine then. Microsoft probably updated something in the background. It just buggers everything up as usual, and then you have to find what's gone on. So yeah, so no, I was video editing, but it didn't get very far. So I'm going to get on it later.
Yeah, no worries. When I was doing my video in before, like I was saying, I had that problem, but also noticed, because it's quite a long video I was editing, more times I had to chop it and edit, and then trying to play it, it's more jerky. Until you actually upload it, then it's all in nice smooth motion again.
I think a lot of programs like that.
Yeah.
I even have that with Filmora, but how does Urban Lad Yorkshire do you have that when you're doing a really long one? Does it do it with Filmora?
You have to render it. Render it, and then the only problem is when you render it, it saves it as a file on your computer. So you need to have a big memory on your computer because my memory filled up, and I was like, "What's going on? I've only had it 6 months. Why is it full?" And it were all these rendered files that I put on YouTube, and I needed to go back and delete them all. So I don't render them now. I watch it as is, and then when it goes up, when I export it onto into MP4, before I put it onto YouTube, it renders it then when I'm doing it, so I don't have to delete it.
That's what I found to do. What I don't have to do today: upload the video that I've edited to see whether it's running perfect on YouTube. So I have to upload it unlisted, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To see,
and watch
once
it
it's
again.
done
Yeah.
that, then it's nice and smooth. Then I can download it, then reuse that. But the final one, like you said before, I done that, but it left it up to public, so I had to cancel that before it actually went up to YouTube. So yeah, it's not quite there, nearly. Another day.
Well, I have videos where I put them on, and it's actually froze halfway through, and it's so at one part of it I might be going like and then I've had to take it off YouTube to redo it to put it back on. Crazy.
Yeah. I was going to say hello, but everyone, by the way, I didn't say hello when I came in. But
Hi.
Hi.
So is that our tunnel behind us?
Yeah, that's the tunnel we were in.
Cool.
That's their tunnel. It's their special tunnel.
Special tunnel.
Special tunnel. For it. Sorry.
I don't think many people want to go in that tunnel no more.
Not anymore. Not after you guys have been in it.
Yeah, talking of a secret vault there, it was in the newspaper recently, wasn't you?
Hey, all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, it's always something good. I totally engineered that situation 100%. That's what people don't realize is it's kind of like I wanted to see people's reactions and see how they all kick off, and they were like, "He's too stingy to pay £8," like as if you think I'm gonna do what I did if I was just not prepared to pay £8 when I've just spent about 40 quid in petrol to get down there. Are you kidding me? No, I did it because I was grinching because I was going to do some stuff that day and it didn't happen. So I was like in a mood. So I'm like, right then, what am I going to do then? So I just started like kicking off and doing things that were going to cause a bit of trouble. Naughty, really. But yeah. And then after I did it, I then thought to myself, well, let me see if I can spin this out now, because they're all going to go, oh, you're disgusting going into a museum. You're disgusting doing that. That's terrible going into a museum, even though it's just climbing over a fence and having a look around at some hovercraft. Yeah. And then I thought, well, you know, I can turn it into a funny video and have a piss take about fat truck drivers. Present company excluded, of course. Only horrible, you know, horrible ones. Yeah, like Rottweilers that seem to hang around these places acting like security or whatever. Yeah.
If I'd have been there, Matt, I'd have jumped over a fence with you.
Somebody gave me a brilliant idea, and I might try it. Next time I go, I'm gonna have to remember to bring a steak and onion pie with me, right? And keep it in my pocket, or one or two of them, and just keep them there in case you get caught by some security guard or you know, hopefully a fat bastard. Right? And what you do then is like you just throw them, and whilst you're filming, just throw them and go fetch
from the pies.
Sorry.
Don't you reckon frozen pies would last longer?
Well, yeah, you could impact them into their head a bit better, but yeah. I just wanted a bit of a laugh, really. I thought, I was telling somebody earlier on, it's a bit of a naughty admission. See, I haven't said this on my own channel, so we'll see if people watch your channel now and they pick up on it and they'll say, I saw you on that other channel admitting to what you'd really done. This is what I actually did. I did go down there to have a look at the Hovercraft Museum. I didn't care whether I got caught because I knew that it was so small. By the time we got in there and filmed, if we got caught, it didn't matter. Don't care if the police turn up. I don't care. You know, it's like it's going to make an interesting video whichever way it goes. I don't give a toss. But once we got in there and there was this guy who was kicking off and it was like he's on his phone. I thought it'd be funny now. He's been there for about half an hour on the phone to the police going, I'll have you, I'll kick your heads in, I'll have you, and all this sort of crap. And I was like, it'd be great if we can get out without getting caught, you know, which is what I did. And then I thought, well, people are just going to go, why are you doing that? What for? And it's like as if you have to explain yourself. It's just a bit of fun. I mean, Ali Law does it all the time, like, you know, so I mean, it's just fun as well as exploring. It's just a bit of fun. But then I thought, well, why don't I just bring into it the fact of why I'm at the Hovercraft Museum is because it's got this slipway they've shut down for boat use. And that's why I've been there so many times. It's because I'm going back there. Is it open? No, it's not. Written to the council. They bounce me to somebody else. Go back there again. Is it open? No, it's not. Complain to the council. Complain to this other place. Not get any answers. So it's like, I thought, well, why don't I just bring this now? Because I thought this is going to go, we're going to get shit off this. And I was exactly right because they put it on their Facebook page. Next thing, newspapers got it in there and they go, this guy broke in and all this sort of stuff. But I thought the only way you can spin this positively is to just like, I was there doing a protest. So I said I was doing a protest to say we want the slipway there. So I decided to come over and do a protest. And it got in the newspaper. And they said he was doing a protest about the fact the slipway was not there. And I'm like, yes! Because they were saying I broke in, but then he said he was doing a protest. So there we are. So I totally and utterly owned that one by spinning it at the last minute. But it was, yeah, naughty, really, because I didn't really go there to do a protest. I went there to look at the museum. And I thought afterwards, I know what I can do. I can use this. Thank you very much.
Well, you highlighted a point there of, like you say, this jet ski's got nowhere to go no more and fill up all the other places.
And I've got to be careful because, I mean, I don't want to get anyone else into trouble, but there's these big blocks out the front and people have been saying they go there for ages and they can't go there now. And it's a free car park and free slipway. And the only one you can go to is the pay council car park down there with the pay, you've got to pay to stay all day, or that one up there, we've got to pay the council to use the slipway and pay for the car park. So pay, free one disappears. No conspiracy there. And it's like, so I'm highlighting the point, but a lot of people have been saying to me, well, just take the blocks away. So I just said to them, well, if you guys ain't going to take them away, they'll be taken away for you. Because people have been talking about that. Not me, I would never do that sort of thing. But yes, I think they might be finding that their blocks ain't there anymore if they don't play ball. So yeah. And then we all have a good time and we can go and use the slipway for free like it always used to be. So anyway, that's sorry. That's what I was up to, but yeah.
You had a busy weekend then as well.
Yeah, and we saw an amazing military hospital. I mean, I'll sneak preview. Massive, mate, absolutely massive. I've never seen anything like it, right? And a lot of the stuff's still in there. CT scanners and those things you go put your head in and it's like huge and it's and all that stuff that spins around you. All that sort of stuff there. Hydrotherapy pools, gymnasiums, tunnels underneath it. It's just tunnels all across the site. I've never seen anything like it. It's just, you know, we were in the tunnels for about half an hour, just walking along, just filming all these tunnels underground.
So I take it it's quite big then, that place.
Oh, massive. And it's being destroyed right now. Now's the time to get in there because they've got scaffold up, so you can go up on the scaffold and you go in the buildings, and it's a really, you know, good time to sort of do it, because once it gets changed into flats, it'll never be the same and nothing will be there. So right now, it's the magic moment. So yeah, Portsmouth. See what hospital I'm talking about. Do your research.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about. I've been wanting to go there for a long time.
I'm even thinking, I'm considering not putting a video out for a little bit, so a few more friends can get down there because they might up the security a bit. But Bearded Explorer's been going there for a while. That's how I learnt about it, and it's just, it is worth it. It really is, and it's very easy to get into as well.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to go and explore a massive hospital, forget your Denbys and all that crap. Yeah, this has got everything from old asylum-y hospital with, you know, decrepit, flaky walls and ghosty. You know, go there at night, scare the shit out of you. Underground tunnels, on site, and modern hospital. It looks like it could be something that was just used yesterday with all equipment and computers and all sorts of stuff sitting in there. And you know, it's got every grade of, like, from classic through to modern. You know, it's got every single thing you want, basically, on one location. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What was the reason they actually closed it down anyway?
Military, because, you know, they got loads of money and they just will sell that site off, make loads of money on it, and just, you know, get some more land somewhere else and start again. And why not?
So like we've had this big COVID thing and they need to open new hospitals, you know, wouldn't there be a bit of sense in there of kind of, oh, look what we've got already? So
yeah, reuse it sort of thing, purpose straight away again.
It's amazing how much waste there is and things just going to waste.
It's all planned. I mean, there's no two ways about it. When you see with the money that they throw away and the fact that they let these things go to ruin on purpose, because I think oh, nothing to do with us now. We can't. It's just gone too far. It's like, what, gone too far when you've done nothing with it for 30 years? Well, people are screaming at you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You won't sell it. You've got to let it rot so you can get any planning permission you want. Then you can just flip it into something else.
Well, that's the thing. And that's one of the big things with Denby. They allowed it to do that just so that planning could get through. So,
I mean, it's sickening because, but it happens in a lot of countries, you know, and it seems like a lot of places do this sort of business. But yeah, it sickens me because it's public taxpayers' money has gone into these like wicked buildings, you know, Victorian, the architecture, the listed buildings, and then they go, oh no, I just let them rot. And it's like the castle syndrome. It's like, you know, all these castles that are just like, you know, go into ruin because they won't, you know, nobody will pay the money, or they don't sort of like take the bull by the horns and actually deal with it.
There's a Bearded Explorer. He's in the chat as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
We're exploring with beard.
Put him on the screen there.
Yeah, but he's not the Bearded Explorer.
Oh, it's not the same one? No. No, the Bearded Explorer is from Southampton, I think. He's down that sort of neck of the woods. And he hangs around with an explorer called Taser.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah, Taser. He's Welsh, isn't he, Taser?
I'm not sure.
Or
I
am I
thought
getting
it could have
mixed
been
up?
from that sort of neck of the woods, like Southampton-y way.
Yeah, Taser Urbex, UK.
Yeah,
I
might
met
be
them
getting
both
mixed up.
in a mansion in Gainsborough,
Right.
which is miles away. It set off at something like 3 o'clock in the morning to get up to this mansion. I wasn't even videoing neither. I was showing some other explorers around it.
Yeah. By the way, here's
Angel.
Angel.
Hello, Angel.
Angel. She can't hear you because I got my headphones on, but yeah. She's like, this is what she's hanging around. She wants these. Here you go, Anne. She's back now. She's like sitting right next to me now. Yeah.
Can I just go to these places that are just being left behind?
Mm-hmm.
Where I work, which you do know of, a lot of these buildings have a certain lifespan, and they have to demolish them. And that's it. They just build new ones, and that's what happens at our place. You'll see old buildings. They just have a lifespan of so many years. Then they have to demolish them and then build new ones. But that's the pharmaceuticals for you.
Well, that's it. These new buildings, they literally fall apart. It's like, all new stuff.
Disposable, aren't they?
Yeah, they put it up, and you can see within like a year, it's all discolored, all the concrete's gone. It's like it's looking like an old building, and then like 10 years later, they're going, "Oh, sorry, this is all made of crap stuff. We made a mistake." All the same stories every time, and it's like, "Oh, what? You're still making the same mistakes you've been making for the last 40 years? You don't know what to build things out of."
Yeah, but they need to make them kind of excuses and stuff because it's their friends or people who they know who are the ones building it.
Yes.
And it's pushing out work to them and go, oh dear, they did a bad job, and we'll get someone else to rebuild us another one.
Yeah, there's new machines all the time as well, isn't there? There's new machines what won't go in them old buildings. Airtight places that are not airtight anymore. You need to always rebuild places what are going to be airtight for what you're manufacturing as well.
Yeah.
There's loads of things.
Yeah, it just seems a shame. Like, you get places that they won't rent out, because it'll be too expensive to rent them, and they just let it go. And then the MOD are the biggest culprits for this because, of course, they've got a big base. It's going to cost a lot of money to kind of like, keep the upkeep of it. But it's nothing compared to the budget of buying a missile or a helicopter or servicing that helicopter for a year. You could have like 10 mansions being done for the price of one service contract for a helicopter, and it's like, but they just go, oh, I'll tell you what, then we'll sell that off. So they sell it off to some sort of company that you've never heard of, which is probably one of their mates. It's like insider bloody trading where it's like, oh, it's an auction, and it's like, oh yeah, we've accepted some sort of offers, and it's like, yeah, right, okay, and then they take an offer, and it's like, well, that wasn't the best offer, and it's like, oh yeah, but reasons, and it's like, mates. And then, like, next thing you know, then it's like people sitting on it for like 20, 30 years. And you go, hang on a minute. But of course, the MOD, they've absolved themselves of all responsibility for any asbestos, any chemical agents that have gone into the ground. They've just like wiped their hands of all of it, And then it's somebody else's problem who will then just sit on it until they can sort of get the rights to build bloody, houses on it or something. But MOD, my argument is this, right? MOD's got some land with some buildings on it, right? Might be contaminated, whatever. But that MOD should never have one more centimetre of land to build anything new on until they demolish their old stuff and build it on the same ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but saying that if it's on the same ground, the enemy knows where it is then, in a way. But yeah.
Well, they always did, but
that's it though. Yeah, with the spies and that, they always knew where something was. Every side knew something.
This business of like taxpayers' money and getting away with spending loads of money. And do you know what? Have you seen this a lot? I've noticed this. I mean, we're going off topic, but it is to do with urbex. Lots and lots of courthouses, like magistrates' courts and things like this, and police stations got built, and then like 10 light years lifespan, and then they go, oh, we don't want that now. We're going to centralize it in a central location, so you all have to travel like 30 miles to go go to a fine hearing or something like that, right? So they bring you to a central location. All these things have been like, oh no, we're gonna turn them into something else, like offices now or whatever. They were only given planning permission to build those things based on the fact it was really important because it was a police station and a thing. Once it's built, 10 years, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, now we can turn it into flats, but they would never have got permission for flats.
You always have a lifespan, different buildings.
And public money again. Public money spent, then flipped,
They've got the money to do it.
and then they got money coming back in for housing development. And then they'll go and build another one somewhere else. So we need a police station, we need a fire station, 5 years. Oh, that's something wrong with that. Flip it, sell it for land. Oh, we need a fire station because we haven't got one. Another fire station. It's like, nah. Make do with what you got, I say. Build on a safe site.
It makes me laugh when you go around a lot of these abandoned places and all of a sudden they put massive big signs saying, keep out, danger, asbestos. Yeah, they had them running right till the day they were kind of taken out of use, and they were used right up to the day that they kind of put the demolition signs up, and all of a sudden it's now a place which has got asbestos. Yeah, it didn't like the day before or whatever.
Jamie and Rachel probably come across this. It's like MOD sites, oh, you can't go on there because it's MOD. Moment it stops being MOD, then it's suddenly it's SSRI, Site of Special Scientific Interest, or SSSI. So you can't go on it because of that. So it's like, oh, but it's all right to drop bombs on it and fire shit on it. But the moment it's like the MOD want to on it, oh, the birds and the animals there, you can't go on it. Really?
Yeah.
Do you find that sort of thing? I mean, like where you go with your sort of stuff, you sort of say, oh, I need to go on this thing. Oh, you can't because of the animals and these special plants and all that. Prior to that, they were running tanks all over it and just like smashing the crap out of the land. And I don't know, do you find that sort of stuff with
all these special newts and all the special bats and all the time.
That was like at the airport when I was working on the second runway. Same thing, getting all the nukes out and everything.
It's got a bit that you can't detect on because that used to be where they fired the cannons into the
historical. Historical grounds. Sometimes we get historical grounds where they say you can't detect on it. We had a farmer that owned his land, but even he hasn't got the right to actually say you can do that field over there, because if it's under the historical, he hasn't got the permission to actually say you can go on his own land on that site.
It's literally just one bank out of
it's higher up. It's higher up than him, even though that he owns the field, they still say no, you can't do it.
Amazing.
This is an interesting thing because I've encountered this a lot when a lot of farmers, because they do say my land, get off my land. But when you say, well, is it your land or do you rent it? Well,
a lot of our farmers round in East Sussex are rented.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're quite hard to get permission on. The ones that are rented are harder to get permission on.
Several tiers of
finding the land. It's actually finding the landowner is even harder to actually just go to the farm and say no, and he won't tell you who the landowner is because they don't have anyone there.
It's part of this. It's part of this little sort of pyramid of power which we have in this country. The church owns a lot of the land. The MOD own a lot of it, and the Crown, obviously. Yeah. But they don't want it to seem like that. So what they do is they sublet. So basically, it's they've gone to like Oxford colleges around Wiltshire. Oxford colleges own most of the land, but it's not. They're actually running it and sending the money back up to the Queen. Yeah. So Oxford colleges own the land, so they say. So all these farmers are paying their money to Oxford colleges. Now that hides who the real owner is, because it all goes back up the line. And there's a lot of this, so it's hiding the kind of the true ownership. And
that's what I mean. They're trying to make it harder for you to get the permissions to get onto the land. It's like my dad had I've got a story my dad told me the other day. He the Daily Mail, the bloke that owns the Daily Mail, had this land, and they did a lidar on it and actually found a fort under the ground through the lidar, and they thought, oh, we really want to get on that because there's going to be stuff on that. So they got the archaeologist involved and all that, and asked him, and he said, no, you're not going on my land.
So my old man, okay, fair enough. So he went away and he asked some friends who the Daily Mail owner's wife was, and instead of asking him, they asked her without telling him, and she said, "Oh yeah, go on it." So he did. But he got found out he went on it, and when the bloke that owned the land actually found out that his wife gave permission, said, "I don't want them on there," so he kicked them off. But it went public. That actually went public. That, you know, they got kicked off. They got permission, but they got kicked off. But they actually found something. And the problem is that when they find some sort of building under the ground, that means they can't sell it. That's why that's why they don't want people going on their land, because they're frightened that they can't sell the land because they've just found something historical on it. The class is the Daily Mail. Is the owner of the Daily Mail, and of course he can't sell that part of the land now because it's been discovered that there's a port on it. So he's done. You see, but usually
you didn't report that in the Mail, though, did you?
No, of course he won't.
Jamie and Rachel, have you heard about that Staffordshire Hall?
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Big point that was. Yeah.
But you wish you were a part of that, didn't you?
Oh, is that the one? That's the one that they went on before.
Yeah, so basically the land had been
detected
by quite a lot of metal detectorists, and then there was this other guy came over and asked the farmer and just went, "Oh, can I go on there?" And he goes, "Oh, it's been done to death, but you're more than welcome to go and have a look." And he just went up to one part of the field and he was just like, hit a signal, gave it a dig, and a bit of gold. And then he was like, "Oh, it's another signal." And then he was like, 80 pieces later, and he's still digging up bits of gold. So then he's had to then shout the farmer, and basically if you find anything like that, you have to camp out basically, and wait for the flow to come and have a look at it, because you don't want anyone else jumping in on it. But was it 500 pieces of?
Yeah, it was 3 million pounds.
Yeah.
They got.
Nice. It was Adzi 156 that's just his private messaged me and say, ask them, because he's in the chat, is ask them if they've seen this. So I didn't know about it till you guys have just said. I look right intelligent, didn't I then? I look right
I'm sorry Adzi if I missed your comment. Yeah, I'm sorry Adzi if I missed your comment.
No, he didn't. He private messaged me.
Private message you. To make you look intelligent. There was another one where, because it can go the other way, where someone actually dug up a bucket, and on the end of this bucket was a skeleton hand. And the problem is that when you find a body, you can't go anywhere. You cannot go anywhere until the police get there, the coroner gets there, and the police get there pretty quick, but the coroner take their time. So sometimes you end up camping out there. They hold you there. And the reason why is because they want to know if it's recent or ancient. Because if it's recent, you could be held as a suspect.
Well, it must take weeks for Quincy to get over from San Francisco, isn't it?
Well,
Chicago.
I've known farmers to actually park their tractors over hordes, and the metal detectors is actually camped overnight.
Well,
weekends, yeah, they've camped because it takes such a long time for the flow to get down there, because they were always busy. And you don't want night hawkers coming on actually nicking your horde, because you've got a 50% right on it. So for a few £1 million, I think I'll be camping overnight.
I'll be camping out there for half a year if it need be.
Yeah, I'll give up my job, so I'm camping overnight. I'm on the
night walkers from Game of Thrones. Them night walkers.
What's that again?
Say.
Are the night walkers from Game of Thrones? Because I watched that.
I was going to say what you want to do is if you think there's something in a field but you're not sure, what you do is you just put a thing on Facebook going, I heard there was some copper in that field, boys. Get your copper detectors out, right? And then suddenly you come in the morning, the whole field will be transplanted and just dumped in another field, and it just be a load of earth left there, you know.
Right, everyone. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. I'm going to call it a good night tonight. I'm going to put one up by one. How come? Yeah, one by one up, so you can all disappear by one. Who wants to go first? Hands up.
To do what? To disappear?
Yeah, we've got a volunteer here. We've got one here. A sacrifice.
Cheers, everyone. I'm still alive. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to watch his video soon. They're the legends. Cheers, everyone.
Are we doing it next week? Same thing next week, yeah?
Next Sunday, Carl.
Never, ever on a weekend.
It's all right. I believe it's raining on Friday. We can go on Friday instead.
I'm busy.
I'll see you at Kinder then.
Yeah, definitely. Kinder Scout, yeah.
All right. See you in a bit. Goodbye. Good night. Stay safe.
Cheers.
Stay safe.
What's that Monty Python joke? What a thoroughly horrible man.
And then it was 4.
Yeah.
Yep. Who wants to go next? Any volunteers?
Oh, we're going.
The lad's gone already.
I'll go.
Get these two on. Get these two up.
Oh, right.
All right, guys, thank you very much for having us on. Unfortunately, we've been too naughty, so we're being kicked off.
No, you've been really good tonight.
Thanks again.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, such a laugh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy and Rachel.
No
You
worries.
can come up again next time if you want, or whenever. Feel free. Part of the family now.
Yeah, we're away for 2 weeks, so we'll come on again when we get back from Wales.
What is your actual channel called again?
Treasure Bandits Metal Detecting UK.
Okay, no worries.
Treasure
I will subscribe after the live.
Nice one, mate.
We'll add you back.
Add you back, as always.
Yeah, and we look forward to your video. So, yeah, want to see what you get up to in the tunnel.
Yeah, no worries. See you soon.
That.
Thanks very much for coming on. Much appreciated. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And there was 4 still. Even though it's 3 of us.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to get rid of you at the same time as me.
Yeah.
So he's got to stay here, the last one. So it's out of you two now.
Hey, get rid of me if you want, buddy.
I don't mind.
Yeah. You've got work tomorrow, haven't you, I believe?
He hasn't been here as long as me, so he needs his extra time, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Right.
I've got a suggestion. Why don't we toss for it for now?
I can't find my penis, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah, he who comes first or last wins or loses. Yes.
Are we still on about the other?
Let's toss for it.
Yeah, I'll get a coin. Let me find a coin. I found a coin.
I'm glad he said coin now.
Yeah.
But
It's going to pay me 10p. Yeah.
What do you want? 50 pence, 20 pence, or a 10 pence?
You cheap bastard.
Not the double-headed coin.
That worth that much to you?
I've got a pound coin as well.
How many seconds do you want?
Well, we'll do it with 50p because it's big enough for me to hold in my hand. Right? And it's up as the tails are up in the air, yeah? They'll be up in the air. So I'm going to flick it, right? And then you can call it, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on floor.
Oh.
Go on then. I'm not touching it. It's on the floor.
I'll have the side that faces up from the floor.
You're going to say which one you want.
Heads.
It is actually tails, but I'll go anyway, buddy. It is tails, but you know what I mean. I will go. Well, it was tails that was in the air.
Oh, a minute.
Cool.
I want to get some more beer.
I enjoyed that little bit of entertainment.
Yeah, I didn't want to go neither, but you know what I mean. Mr. Legend likes to kick people off early because he's got to get his beauty sleep. Whereas
Sensible.
I
Well,
thought already beautiful.
Do you know what? I did a stream last night. I wanted to finish it after an hour and keep it like nice and sweet, but as per usual, 4:30 in the morning we were still going. What's that? Like 6 hour stream?
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
So what's that about? Yeah, and we didn't talk about anything. It was all nonsense, really. You know,
Yeah.
to be
Are
honest.
you going live tomorrow night, Matt?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because
Do you want me to?
usually for the last couple of Wednesdays you've actually gone live, and I'm like, last Wednesday I couldn't join you because
I'm not that organized. For some reason, it must be like Wednesday. I must be suffering depression or something, and it's just like that sort of.
Because you did the one where the guy, with the court case and all that, didn't you? And then
yeah.
I messaged you the following day and saying, sorry, I fell asleep, and that's I've been up since 3 o'clock, and I said, I hope everything went all right. And he said, well, this guy came on and he wouldn't shut up.
No names mentioned, but yes.
No, I'm not mentioning no names, no worry.
Yeah.
Martin, I will say good night to everybody. Thank you to everybody in the chat for coming in. Don't forget to smash his bell. Don't forget to share all his.
Not too hard.
Don't forget to subscribe to me and everybody else that's in chat. Everybody else that's been on panel. Love you all and leave you all. Stay safe out there, guys, and I'll see you next week.
Nice one. Catch you in a bit.
Always good.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
And there was 3 of us.
There was
2
3.
of us, or 3, or whatever.
Not long.
So what?
All gone quiet in here. It's all gone quiet.
I started telling the most.
Could actually be quiet, actually. But...
No, I can fill a blank, but I realise I should shut up sometimes to give everyone else a bloody thing because I'll fill a blank. Yeah. They started telling really ridiculously rude jokes on my stream last night. The thing is, I've actually learned now because I'm like, oh, can I leave this stream up? Could I leave it up? Because it might be good to just leave it up so people watch it. But when they're like 5 hours long, I realise people are going to be going, oh no. And then when it towards the end of it, it starts to become like, who can say the rudest jokes and shit like that? I got to take it down because it was just absolutely obscene.
Yeah.
And it literally was like, turn the air blue, the most ridiculous or racist, like, oh man. I was like, okay. And I was like, right, I had to make it private. I'll edit the last 4 hours of the video out now, so it's just 2 hours. And I don't even care whether there's interesting material in the last bit. I'm just going to chunk and just put 2 hours up. Because I don't know what it is. It's like that late at night, people just start taking the piss.
Yeah, it's just people like up doing nothing else. Who've got nothing else to do, you know what I mean?
I find it funny, but it's like, this is my golden channel that I do not mess with. It's like I've got another channel which we don't talk about where I'll take my clothes off if you want. I don't care.
You might want to do the live streams late on that. You're doing late, yeah, you know what I'm saying there.
Yeah,
late live stream. Do it on that channel instead.
That's the one. Yeah. Or you can just like tune into like I don't know what's it called, XTube or Grindr or something, or the dark web. And then you'll find me there with a wig on, like, sort of pole dancing, So no, not really. I'm kidding.
Oh, like you say, you do your live stream on the Secret Vault channel, yeah?
Yeah.
Do it on your normal channel, and when it starts getting to later hours or more dodgy subjects, just flick it to the different channel. Say, right, everyone wants to jump on this other channel now.
I don't really want to tell about the other channel because there's so much stuff on there. It's embarrassing from the past. Like, I even forget how some of it is so embarrassing.
I'm going to check out his other channel now. I'm interested now.
I don't say what it is, but like some people know what it is. But I mean,
I'll tell you all right now if you want.
It's not that exciting, to be honest. But that's where I will just swear, and I've kept this pristine because I think you have to. If you've got monetization, you have to really play the game. Unfortunately. So yeah. But yeah, on the other channel. Is sacrificial. It's not even connected to this stream, to this email account, to this anything. so I can literally just get it banned and like whatever, and this one will still carry on. So I've got to be careful. I hope. Yeah.
Right. You've outstayed your welcome now.
Until next week.
Well, what thoroughly horrible people.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye. Oh,
what a terrible, awesome person that was.
We're in this tunnel still.
Yeah, I think without all our luck here, no water came down yet.
I know. I've been sweating it all night, thinking Sunday.
Something's coming down behind us.
Do you know what? I think Carl is going to be traumatized for life for that. He ran very quickly. Get me back!
It's not what it was, ran. I thought I just.
But then again,
flew.
I started running. He just overtook me. So.
He overtook us all.
Yeah.
Never seen him move that fast. Right, go on, Rick. Say your bit, say good night, and whatever.
Yeah, check out my channel, Richie Wellock, and have a look at my stuff. Like it, comment on it. Don't like it, whatever. Happy days.
When will you be releasing this video, or have you started work on it or not yet?
I've looked at the footage, and that's about it. And I thought, what am I going to do with this? I think I'm going to just do the kind of us trying to escape and trying to get out. I do like the other bit, but it depends on what you do. And I'm going to wait until you get yours out first and then go. I know.
Well, I can show you the video now. Of what I've done basically.
Good. Yeah.
I was thinking of releasing a total different video, a full length video of it, but it's only going to be Edcam, so it's not the best quality, but sounds crap. But you get the whole experience, how long we've been down there and everything. So if that's something you want, let us know on his Instagram or something, and it'd be great. That
48 minutes when I put it all together, all the bits of footage. So it's quite a long.
Right, thanks everyone. Catch us all soon. Goodbye. Got to do that twice, didn't